from Jersey, baby. Baby, 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 baby. And you're not.
Back your hips up, down, up, down.
We're from Jersey, baby. From Jersey, baby. We're from Jersey, baby. We're from Jersey, baby. Baby, 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 baby. And you're not.
Girl, that part woke me up last night. Rappers the windows, take me a fright. Take a shit before bed, I'm begging you please. Swear some niggas stop making a creep. I was dreaming about love, sweet as can be. Then boom, your backside saying symphony. Every night, baby, it's the same old tune. You're dropping bombs in the muggy room. I can hold my breath, girl. Night after night, playing that stitch. Don't put up a fight. Now I ain't trying to judge your soul, my queen. There's something brewing deep in that machine. Air cars broke, the heat's too much. What you think? But the thunder is rough. I love your curve, your style, your grace. But the midnight wind blowing in my face. You ain't them things that chill into. Now I'm gagging that dawn. What's a man to do? I hold my breath, girl. Night after night, playing that stick. Don't put up a fight.
She sticks to me like shit to a blanket. Won't leave me alone. I'm dodging her calls. Tried to shake her off, but she's tagging along. But she's hacking my phone. Need to grow some balls. Oh, this love's a tough fight, but I can't say fuck off tonight. She sticks to me like skids on the thong, sniffing around like a fart that's gone wrong. Blocked the crazy cunt, but she's back with the pain. I shouldn't have married her, the mess I'm in. Oh, this love's a tough fight, but I can't say fuck off tonight.
This dangerous journey.
She drives me crazy, like no one else. She drives me crazy, and I can't help myself.
I'm a real. Don't you know I've come a long, long way. I belong in this.
All right, you guys, podcast time. We got the equipment and the perfect business plan. Give our show away for free and tell no one how to find it. Ready? I'm going to start a podcast that has no focus, and it'll take up an inordinate amount of time.
Hey, everybody, welcome into the Boomer Bunker Thursday edition.
Yes.
I am one of your hosts, John Jamingo. Alongside me, she's back. Ladies and gentlemen, the Duchess.
Good evening. It's our Wednesday edition. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because of you, it's our Wednesday edition. But normally it's our Thursday edition.
It's totally my fault. It's a
Right.
Wednesday edition.
Everything's because of the Duchess.
I know.
And
It's
also,
all about me.
you can't see him, but he's back in there working the magic. Mike, how's it going, Mike?
Listen, why don't you just let me blow you like the other officers and let me go with a warning? Whoops.
Mike with his magic fingers.
Well, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, the wonder of technology. Hump Day Bunker, Bob says. All right.
Is that how
Wanna
it worked
thank-
for you in the past? Just
Hump Day, what? No.
With the
No, I was. It's out of context, Duchess. I was doing a story and I was
know.
riffing. And then it comes back to bite me in the keister. I want to thank Bob for filling in. It was a lot of fun doing Monday night show.
yes. Well done.
Just like old times. It was really good. It was a good show. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. So listen, Duchess, if you ever got to take off again, no problem. We'll just get Bob to fill in for you.
Aye.
There's no problem.
If I can book him, I know he's a busy guy.
He'll make it here.
Aye.
All right.
Good.
So, listen, I was thinking the other day, I was doing something, and I said, if someone could transport me back to 1985, and I sat down with my parents and me, and I said, okay, listen, you know what? I'm from the future, 40 years in the future. It's 2025. And I want to tell you what happens. And they're like, do we have flying cars? No, we do not. But we have OnlyFans. What? Yeah. Are we living on the moon? No, we are not.
But naked chicks online.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we have a phone. See, we have a phone, and it's got a screen, and whatever you do, you never leave home without it.
That's right.
Okay? So here's the deal. You carry this phone around. It does everything. It does everything. In other words, you can call on it. You can take and send a video call. You can make videos. It's a camera, and it's a video camera. You know that thing that you got that you put on your shoulder that's about 10 pounds, and you go with the VCR tape in it? Yeah. Nope. Right in the phone. How big is it? Is it big? No. It's like this big. Really? Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So I thought maybe if we could go back and
In the Wayback Machine?
in the Wayback Machine and kind of, do some things where we would show you what it was like back in the 80s.
That's right.
I'm not 100% sure if that, it's going to work, but we'll see. We'll see how it works. I have some 70s and 80s videos of things like, so in 1985, I'm like, oh, here's the other thing.
Right.
We have computers now.
That's right.
And not only is the phone a computer, but we have these other little things that's like a laptop.
Hold it in your hand.
Yeah, and then it's so. But so here in 1989, here's what the computers were like back in 1989.
Real quick, what's the prices here on these three machines we've seen, Keith?
This one's list price at $49.99. This one goes
Not $49.99, $4,999.
Yeah. I remember selling them. I
Right?
sold those things. Yeah. They were outrageous.
for $95 or $11,000,
Okay.
depending on the drive.
$11,000 for that. Now, here's the thing. Again, you're going to tell me that we went to the moon in a recycled beer can, and in 1989, these were the computers that they had, and these were way more advanced than the ones that they had in NASA.
They were made in
Come on
America.
now.
That's why it costs so much.
Okay.
Kevin?
$79.99 without modem, 2 megabytes, 40 megabyte hard disk.
2 megabyte modem, 40 megabyte hard disk. This video is over 40 megabytes. Okay. The video that I had right here is over. You okay over there? What happened?
No, I was looking to see. I usually have. I was looking to see. I have a little bowl of junk. I was looking to see if I had a zip drive, like a little clip drive that I remember buying. You can buy them now at 8 gig for $20.
Yeah.
$30 is nothing.
Right. So
It's ridiculous.
This is what cracks me up. Wait till you hear this.
2 megabytes, 40 megabyte hard disk, and $84.99 with
Well, this is
$84.99, $8,499 for that.
Bonkers. Yeah.
In 1986, my parents
Oh, sorry. My bad. Go ahead.
told Commodore would last me till my first year of college. I remember those because back then you used to use a cassette tape. That was your hard drive.
Like a DAT tape. Yep.
Yeah.
this is equivalent to an IBM AT. This is a 12 megahertz 286. It's got a 286.
Ooh,
Oh my God, a 286.
286. Woo.
Here you go. Bob says, I paid $650 for my first used PC, a 486, so top of the line, DX2, 66 megahertz, 4 megabytes of RAM, and a 60 megabyte hard drive. No modem, because those were extra.
Yeah.
So you'd had to buy them externally, or if you had enough PCI slots in your PC, you could stick it in and make it internal.
Right. But it was like a 2,400 megabyte. First computer I bought was in 1994. And I went to Circuit City We'll talk about Circuit City in a minute. To buy a cassette tape for my answer machine because it went bad. So I'm in there and I see this thing and I walk by and I go, how much is that? It was $39 something. It was almost $4,000.
Yep.
All right. So I go,
I got to have it.
So then he's sitting there and he's like, oh, you could do this and you could do that. You could do this. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay. So then I buy it, right?
You are
Here.
an easy sell, sir.
Here's my credit card. Don't tell me how much it is. Tell me how much it is a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I buy this thing and I have it sitting at home. 2 huge boxes, like the computer, and then the monitor was in another huge box. So I dragged this thing in the house and I walked around
like
it.
15-inch monitor with a 13-inch viewable, right? They weighed 1,000 pounds.
I had just broken up with Big Red. She had just moved out and took all my furniture. So I had a desk in there and a chair. And
a computer.
All right. And I said, I don't know if I'm going to open this up. I might just take it back. That's a lot of money, $4,000. Like a car, you could buy a nice car for $4,000.
You could bought a Yugo for $4,000.
Right. So I finally opened up. But you know me, I love new technology. I love being that early adapter kind of thing. So anyhow, yeah, so here we go.
Joaquin says, my first desktop PC came from
Circuit City as well. Yeah.
7 socket. It's got a 20 megabyte hard drive, a 3.5-inch floppy. This is an EGA compatible screen. It's got 16 grayscales. So on the back here, you got all your standard ports. There's external video for an EGA.
All right, now you
my.
can't
for advanced voice. You can switch to standard now to keep chatting.
You can shut Denise off.
Oops. Yeah. Oh, I see what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that would happen. So she's sitting there. Okay.
Denise needs to mind her business.
Denise was sitting in the background. She was supposed to be here in case I needed her. But since she's sitting there, then you only have so much time with Denise. She's like a whore. She gets paid for her time whether you're fucking her or not. So anyhow, she just decided to tell me that, you know what, our time is up. Oh, okay, Denise.
Oh, fuck you, Denise.
Yeah, sorry, Denise. You know what, Denise? Next time I'll get Gronk.
Yourself.
Gronk doesn't have a timeout limit. No. She'll sit there until I need her. All right, so back to this. So you can't see this if you're listening to this podcast. So you turn this thing around, and it's got 1,000 ports in the back. You know, nowadays you can't get
audio.
anything.
So what are the ports? Audio in and out.
Yeah, you had things for your printer, the big printer port. Right. You had one for if you wanted to put a VGA, another monitor.
Those big wide printers.
Right. You had the thing where you would plug your modem in, the Ethernet cord that you could plug your modem into. Oh my God!
And these had to plug in. They weren't wireless.
No,
so you had to plug into
wireless. What's that? They didn't have it.
We're not even there. Yeah, you had to plug everything in. So if you didn't have a telephone jack.
Right. Oh yeah, that's right. There wasn't even. Yeah, you had to tug. It went to a modem, and then you had to dial up. Oh my God, I forgot about that.
2 serial ports. It's also got a space here for a modem, which would be this kind of modem here.
In addition to the desktop features like removable keyboard and all the ports and full complement of memory, we have a tremendously viewable fluorescent screen here. And if you notice, I'm running Microsoft Windows and Excel here, and the spotting of the cursor is something that does move quite well across the screen.
God, I hate Excel. That fucker's been around forever. Goddamn spreadsheets. Fucking. Oh, here you go. Wait. Hang on. Some of these comments. You need to be. Oh, God damn it. Hang on. You need to be X years old to know that dial-up sound. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. Definitely higher than 35. Dot matrix screen is top notch.
I got to tell you, I just had an episode of the Brand X podcast where we were talking about a guy who was trying to get a loan for meth. And she was trying to fax over. The
faxes. Yeah, I love faxes.
I don't have that sound, but
that was my favorite bit on that whole episode.
Mr. Carson. Yeah, so you had that. You would have to call up, and then when you got AOL on your computer, which would come in with and you would get for I forget $19 a month.
Floppy disk. Yeah,
you got 10 hours. You had 10 hours a month, yes. I think it was.
Oh, and it was so easy to piss right through that in the first day or two.
Right. So you
and then it was whatever your charge would be. Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. So then, but you'd have to dial up. So then, if there was too many people on there, you would get a busy signal. So then you'd have to try to find another one. So then, what I did was I found a number that was in Fortescue, New Jersey, that nobody knew about. Mm-hmm. And what I did back then, that would be a charge call. In other words,
toll call.
Toll call.
Remember?
Thank you. Toll
pay
call.
to make phone calls.
Right. You had to pay to make a phone call to somebody. Like if I was going to call
me,
Duchess,
a
it
whole
would be
nother
a
area
toll
code.
call.
Yep.
Right. So what I did was that you could call the phone company and say, hey, listen, I need a thing, I forget what they called it, that you would put on your line so then any calls to Fortescue would not be charged. And you paid like $3 a month for it or whatever, $4 a month extra. I forget what that was called. And then, so then I could get.
It was like some kind of relay line, maybe, or something.
No, it was a regular phone line, but it was I forget what they called it, but it was like you could call that exchange, anyone in that exchange, and it would not be a toll.
I remember that. It was there.
Yeah.
It was like almost, I want to say a subscription, but it's not. It's not what it was called. But I remember you could pick your areas, your towns,
right,
as like a favorites, and they would give you you get a break.
Right. So
sort
then,
of a break, yeah.
Right. So then, I forget what they called that. I can't remember what they called
I'll have
that.
to look that up.
I guess
You
I could
keep
ask
talking. I'll look.
We'd be able to ask Denise, but
No,
she
fuck
left
Denise. Fuck her.
me. So anyhow, you would go, and then you would go into these chat rooms, and it would be like they would have a M for M, and then F for M, male for male. The first thing they did was they started trying to date on this stupid thing. So then they would have the South Jersey room and Central Jersey room and North Jersey room, Philadelphia room, and you would go into these rooms and it would just be like kind of like Discord now. You know what I mean? You would just chat all the way down. So then I'll never forget that they decided they were going to have a meetup at a place at a bar in South Jersey, and everybody had "Hello, my name was," and they wrote whatever their screen name was on. So you would be chatting with this person, and you think it was like a female, and then you'd walk in and you'd see her, and I didn't come when I first went in there. I didn't put my name on there. I just walked in, walked around. I'm like, oof, okay, ooh, hey, look at that one. Ooh, wow, that one's a little older than I thought I would be, but yeah, it was crazy. And this was in '94, so this wasn't even '85. Like in '94, that's when the computers just started. They And they were desktops. It really wasn't a laptop then either. I don't know when the laptops started.
No.
There it is. Well, thank God. Thank God I got through.
I loved AOL. If anybody who's ever talked to me or just knows my personality, I loved AOL. I still have friends that I talk to from AOL. Yeah, I do. A mommy group and all that. And our girls were about a year old, and now they're all like 27, 28, 29. Yeah.
Do you still have your old AOL account email? Do you still have it?
I don't have the AOL, but I do have the screen name that I picked.
Oh, okay.
But I switched it over to Comcast. So yeah. I couldn't. There are people who still. Oh, see, here you go. I was just gonna say this. So Joaquin says my wife still uses AOL email.
That's how you know if they're old.
I get people who email me. Yeah, his wife's not old. They're not old people. They're
that email address.
Well, I think once you have it, you just don't give it up, and I think that's what it is. Although there's a lot of older folk I deal with that have AOL.
Yeah.
So Dean says he still has a CD disc. A CD.
So I didn't understand any of this. So I sign up for AOL.
Keith says she's old as fuck.
Yeah. So listen.
Shame on you.
So I sign up for, I don't know what I'm doing. So they go, what do you want your screen number to be? Name. What do you want your screen name? So I don't know. So I go, Johnny, Johhnny. It's already taken. I go, okay, let's try Johnny with the number 1. Boom, got it.
Yep.
So I was so early in AOL that I actually have Johnny1 at AOL.com. That was mine. Yeah,
You've got mail.
Oh, exactly. I loved it. Let me tell you what, when I would log in and it didn't say you've got mail, I was always like, oh, so disappointed. So, okay,
Bob says
so
M54AL. That's
ASL, age, sex, location.
Yeah.
So, yep. So
how about that?
Yep.
Here they come. Here comes all the olds in with their AOLs.
It just took forever to download anything, but I just loved AOL. It was a very social platform before it got disgusting. Before all you dudes, all the people, gross people who made it gross. It was a lot of fun. It was just fun to meet people.
Okay.
There's so many people I met. It was great.
So then, and also in 1994 is when I got my first flip phone.
Was it
All right,
like
so-
that big? It was like
No,
the
no,
size of your
no.
head?
It was a small one. It was just a small one, and you pulled the antenna out.
Mine had an
pull the-
antenna too. Yeah.
Pull the antenna out.
It's
open
like
it
it's
up.
like hello.
Yeah. So I first get the phone, and then I'm going somewhere. So I got this great idea because back in the day, kids, your phone was plugged into the wall, and it
my
would
God.
ring, and you would walk over and pick it up and have no idea who's calling you.
I know.
There would be no idea. There was no
Just
call.
random. Random.
Sometimes they would have where did the caller ID come in? I don't know. Oh,
80s.
you could get like a caller ID thing,
Like a box.
box,
It was a
and it would
box,
have
you
the number.
plugged
It would tell you who was calling. But before that, you
Don't
would
answer
just,
that. It's the bill collector.
you would pick up the phone and hello, or they would leave a message. All right, so
if
they
you had
had
an
a
answering
thing,
machine. If you had
an answer machine. So I decided, I said, oh, you know what I can do? I can call forward when I'm not home. I can
Yes.
call forward this to my cell phone.
And looks super important.
Yeah, look at me.
John Jamingo
John Jamingo.
speaking.
So that was the.
They were
Someone get the
so
phone.
fucking loud. Like an actual phone.
Right.
Like those big heavy set phones.
And your phone line was just a house phone line, and there was jacks around the house. So you would plug all your phones in, and they would be in the house. So you'd be talking to somebody, and someone would pick up the phone to call someone. And
I'm
you
on the
put
phone. I'm on the phone. Get off the fucking phone.
Hey, I gotta call your Aunt Marcy, so hurry it up.
Get off the phone. I know.
Get off the phone. You've been
God,
on the phone
Mom,
all
I'm on the
this time?
phone. Yeah. I would sit in the basement. I would stretch the phone cord like as far as it could go to the basement stairs, close the door, and sit on basement stairs just to have some privacy. And my mother would determine. She wouldn't like open the door and talk to me. She would pick up the phone. Like, I need you to get off the phone. And she'd just be mean. She was
My
so
father
mean.
would have just walked by and he would have walked right. See, because back then,
Boop.
kids,
Oh,
you would,
yeah.
there was a receiver. You would hang the phone. You had to actually put the phone back on the receiver
To end your call. Yeah.
to end your call. Yeah, and you had no idea who. And you had to remember everybody's phone number.
That's right.
Like you
Or
had.
you had a book where you actually wrote people's phone numbers.
I don't think I ever had a book, but
I had a book.
I remembered like I had probably 100 phone numbers that I could remember in my brain.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I could recall some of them. There's still a
I
few I
can't-
remember.
I can't even remember my kids.
Oh.
I couldn't call my kids.
Well,
If
you got 5 of them. I can
Yeah,
remember
it doesn't
2.
matter. I had friends all over. You could call your friends or whatever. And then if you were out somewhere, and
Do
you
you
didn't
remember
have a
collect
cell phone.
calls?
Yeah, you would call, and then you would you'd call. Yes, you'd have to call collect.
You call collect. Hi, the movie's over. Please come pick me up. And your parents would be like, "No, I'm not accepting the call. I'm on my way."
Yeah.
Like, you have a collect call from movie's over. Because nobody ever had a quarter because it was only
Movie's
like 10
over.
cents. Yeah.
Yes, you had
'Cause
to
they
carry
drive
change.
you. Yeah. Oh
You had
my
to
God.
always had to have
Yeah.
change in your pockets.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's
You
yeah.
know, the one thing that I truly 100% miss about cell phone or regular phones is slamming them down in someone's ear. Like, because
Yeah.
it was such a fucking, because you could wail those phones, you just boom, and you wouldn't break your, if I did that with my iPhone, I would smash it. Like, it would be,
Oh yeah, you could do
there's
that.
no easy hanging up on someone. You're like, boop. And like,
But
they
when-
just think you dropped the call. When you slam that phone down, they heard it.
If you did it right, you
Yeah,
had it would make the bell inside the phone ring. You go, oh yeah.
right.
Well, you know what? You could go fuck yourself. And you'd hear that bell.
All yous.
Oh yes.
Hitting the mic was the equivalent of you hanging up the phone, right? Like, fuck it.
Yeah. I'm going to tell a story about Deuce's grandfather. I think it was Deuce's grandfather.
Go
The
for it.
king. The king.
The
So they would have the phone. It was on the wall. There was one phone. It was usually in the kitchen.
Always.
So he's sitting at the kitchen table. He's opening up the bills, and I guess he opened up this phone bill, and it was a little too high. And he's like, I can't. And walked over, grabbed the phone, and ripped it completely off. Ripped it off the wall. I am not going to be paying this bill anymore.
Fuck you all. No one makes a phone call now. Oh my God. It was, I remember my mother. We were grounded. My mother would disconnect the phone and take it.
Yep.
She would take the phone.
Yeah.
How fucked is that? Like, I'm just like, okay.
Or
I
if
had
they
I had my own phone for 3 months and then it was gone.
if you didn't have an answer machine, people would call, and it would ring, and they would hang up, and you would never know that they called.
It was like it just went into like, just into the air. You never knew.
And then when I was about 13 years old, so this was like 1973 or 4, my friend's father worked as a longshoreman in Philadelphia. And it just happened that one of these things fell off the truck. It was called a VCR.
Ah.
And he brought it home, and you could record the TV. Like before, you would go, it'd be like, hey, you going out tonight? No, it's Thursday night. I got to watch Cosby and Cheers and, all these other shows because if you missed them.
Yeah.
Well, before that, you couldn't record them.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Getting ahead of
You couldn't record them. So then you had to get your VCR tape. Oh, and kids, here you go. Here's another one. Back in the day, if you wanted to rent a movie, you had to go to a store.
Oh my God!
Where there was they would let's say you wanted to rent, I don't know, Transformers. There would be like 6 movies, and if you didn't get it, you'd have to wait. And people would on Friday nights would sit there, and if you came in the store, what do you got? What do you got? You got Transformers? No. Oh, okay. What do you got? And they would follow you. Oh, you got Transformers? Hold on, I'll follow you over. I want that one.
Oh, yeah. So, that was a Blockbuster thing. So, say it was a popular movie, Blockbuster would have 10 copies. And what they would do is they would line up the boxes on their display case, and then you took the cover was in front, and you took the movie behind
the movie behind it.
So when you got to, you'd hustle, you'd run through the aisles like, oh, I got to get this action movie. And then you get there, you'd be like, fuck, there's none. So now I got to go get like Friday the 13th or so, like whatever your backup movies were, because you had to have a backup movie since you'd driven to Blockbuster. You had to pick something. And I just remember doing laps around, like just trying to find something I wanted.
Yeah, I think that there's only one Blockbuster left, and it's in Alaska.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah,
I think it's in Alaska.
I found a Blockbuster card. I was ripping through some old files and
Oh,
stuff.
that's
and
right.
I
You had
pulled
to have
one
your
out.
card.
I was like, oh
You had to
yeah,
have
you couldn't
your
rent
card.
anything.
Couldn't
without
rent.
your
All
card.
right. So you had to have your Blockbuster card.
Yeah.
Then there was this thing. There was a box they would put in at the grocery store, and it was Netflix. No, wait a minute. No. Before that,
Getting way ahead of yourself.
wait a minute. So then you would go and you would order these from Netflix, and they would mail a DVD to your house.
I still have one.
And then you would watch it.
Never sent it back.
And then you mailed it back.
Before they would send you another one.
Right. Now, did they, was that online? Did you do that?
No.
Did you? No, how did you?
It must have been. It must have been. There must have been some.
It must have
component
been online.
Because how would you pick the movie?
Right.
But that was in the late 90s. Like, still in the 1900s, folks. But it was way past That's what shut Blockbuster down. Was the fact that you could, even through mail, you could get the movie.
Right. But, that didn't shut Blockbuster down. What shut Blockbuster down is when Netflix went live online.
That's true.
That's when Netflix went down. So we lost Netflix. That shut up.
Yeah.
And there was Netflix all over. Like where I was, there was like 3 of them around here. So you would go to the one in Woodbury, and then they would like, oh, they don't have that one. All right, let's head down. Let's go to Cherry Hill. Let's see if we can get the movie in Cherry Hill. So you'd go to Cherry Hill, and then wait a minute, I got to go somewhere else to try to get another one. It was crazy.
Reserve them? I'm pretty sure you could reserve them. At one point, you could reserve them from the kiosk.
Maybe. I don't remember that. And then, so we lost, but then there was record stores. Remember, you'd go to record stores, there was Sam Goody, and what was the other ones? There was tons of them that you could go to. There's like a Sam Goody. What was the other one? The Wall? Was it The Wall?
What are you talking about? Like
record
to get
stores.
movies?
Well, you would buy, you'd have to buy your record players, or you'd have to buy your album. You either had cassettes.
Wait, so did you just flip to record?
Yeah, I did. Well, because we lost. Not only did we lose Blockbuster, and every town had a mom and pop VCR store.
It was like Record Town. It was all of that.
Yeah.
Like all those. And all the independent stores, all the independent ones. There were so many.
Oh, and if you took that videotape back and you did not rewind it, you got charged. So what you would do, so they actually had a thing that you would buy that sat next to your VCR. You would take it out and it would rewind. You'd put a rewinder in. Yeah, see?
Because you could just rewind it in the VCR, but if you had another movie,
But
if you were fancy, you had a
if you got caught rewinding a videotape in the VCR with my dad, you're going to wear it out. That's why I bought the rewinder. Why can't you? All you have to do is take it out of here and put it in the rewinder. The rewinder cost me $20. This thing cost me $600.
I know.
Why would you wear out
how
the?
expensive they were?
Yeah, $600 for a VCR, and it was the size of a. I mean,
They were
it was huge. Yeah.
Do you remember? So I remember my dad had.
Dad,
one.
go fuck yourself.
You could front load it,
Right.
or if you had I guess a fancier one, it had a top
pop-up.
loader, and you'd put it in and you'd press it. And my dad, being the divorced fella that he was, had a remote for it, but it was a corded remote, so it was like this long 20-foot cord or something, and then this little remote that you just play, and we would watch movies that way. So,
Jody says he still has a rewinder in his living room. It's just in a random drawer. All right, so now wait a minute.
Oh, he said
So-
Suncoast too. That was the other one.
Suncoast. Okay, so now here's another thing. You'd go into the video store, all right, and you'd find the movies. And then if you usually had to go to the independent stores for this. And then in the back, there was a bunch of beads. And you'd go through the beads.
Dirty movies.
And that's where the pornos were. And you should go get the porno movies.
I have never been in that section.
And you take the
Ew.
porno movies, you put it under your arm, and you'd walk up and you'd look around. It's like when you try to buy condoms. You grab them, you walk up. So you would do. I'll never forget. Deuce was here, right? So I got my apartment.
So the old guy renting you the movie be like, oh, BBC 4. Okay, there you go, son.
It was like I forget. It was either we were going to use this movie for a bachelor party or whatever. I forget what it was.
Ew. Okay.
So I go to the store and I rent this movie, and it's Big Mama, and she was a black woman. She had to be like 4 foot, maybe she was 5'5", easy 300 pounds.
5'5" by 5'5".
Yeah, she was 5 by 5. She was huge, right? So so that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to have this thing and we would laugh at it, right? So I pop it in and we're watching this. And what kids did was they got a hold of this movie, and I don't know what they did back then because, you know, these kids, they're geniuses. They dubbed their voice over, and he goes, "Oh, look, here comes big fat mama." And she does not look like she wants to suck that little white dick. And they're just going through the whole thing.
So they're narrating it along the way.
All right. So then you had your remote control, and it would go from the TV to the VCR. So my girlfriend at the time, she comes walking in. I hear her opening the door. So I grab the remote and I hit the button and it goes back to sports, right? Mm-hmm. So she walks in. She goes, Deuce is there. And so we're sitting there, we're laughing and all talking, grabbing, you know, having fun. And so then she walks out in the kitchen. And when she walks past the TV, I hit the button and there's big fat mama on there. And then she walks out and she's sitting there and she's looking at us. She's talking. Meanwhile, big fat mama's getting Eiffel Towered by two white guys, right? So, and we're sitting there, and we're just looking at it, and as she turns around, as she does this, I hit the button, and it goes right back to sports. Then she walks through, and as soon as she walks past the TV, I hit the button again, it goes back to big fat mama.
So you were able to finesse that remote. Well done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I was the king of the remotes. But anyhow.
King of the remotes. There were some crazy things. And then at one point, Blockbuster branched out where you could rent video games. Do you remember that?
That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. You can, you're for your Segas.
Yeah.
And what was it? Nintendo. Remember? And then it went from Nintendo to Nintendo 64. That was the big one.
I guess.
Yeah.
I never rented any of them. We didn't have those kinds of games, but we had the Atari. So
yeah, I just missed that. Like I was just like 20 years old and working and all. And I wasn't able to sit around and play video games all day. Where my cousins, my younger cousins did, and they were like, you know, they would be gamers today. Well, you know what? Let me think about this. Yeah, they would be in
Pac-Man.
They would be in their 50s, right? Well, my one cousin, he was killed in a drunk driving accident.
Oh.
Apparently, you know. Anyhow, but he was one of the best. He was one of the good gamers. All right.
Oh,
I'm trying to think what.
So Bob said when he was younger, they owned a video store, and he would copy the adult tapes and sell them at school.
Yeah.
$25 each. And he said they'd also rent the entire game system, like Super Nintendo and 2 games, $20 for the weekend. Oh my God, that's so great!
Yeah,
Can you imagine
see?
that?
Yeah.
What a
At $20
price.
back then, that was unbelievable.
And that's assuming nothing came back in one piece and it wasn't all fucked up.
Right.
Like,
So that's just part of it. I mean,
yeah.
just think about all the stuff that I'm trying to think. I have a list here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right,
All
Duchess.
right, let's do it.
You're sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
You've got your boom box, your cassettes in. You're listening to your FM radio.
Yeah.
You're waiting for your favorite song so you can hit
Hit
record.
record. You had the 2 fingers because you had to
Right.
play and record.
Play
at
and
the same
record.
time. Yep.
So you could record, and then you always had the DJ talking, and then when it would
Oh,
then
they'd
when the
ramp
song would
it,
fade,
yeah.
they would ruin it with the
Oh,
so that, right?
My favorite. Do you remember Tears for Fears? That shout.
Yes.
Let it. And I would always just try to catch it. Like just as soon as they stopped talking, you'd be like, so you get it right at the right time so they could hit it without the talk. But yeah. I remember when I would call up the radio station for requests. So you would call up, and I have had a recording somewhere along the way. And I remember requesting a song, and the guy said, "Oh, for Katie," because I was Katie at the time. So for Katie, and I had it on record. I was recorded when he said it, and I was like, "Oh, he said my name."
Look here. Oh, and then you would take it into your friends, and you'd say, "Listen." And you had the little Walkman.
Listen, he
it was
played
a
it
thing.
for me, yeah.
You put a cassette in and say,
Yep.
"Oh, look, put the headphones on," and you would let them play it. Oh my
Or
God!
they would be listening because we'd all listen to the same stations. So then and then they'd call me like, "Oh my God, I heard you on the radio." Like,
Listen to her. Look at her. She's still tapping on the thing.
I miss that. I miss those types of days. Those were
Why? It sucked
was
right now.
Well,
You just
at the time you did. That was the best. That was the best.
Yeah,
you didn't
at
know
the
any
time.
different.
You know,
Yeah.
at the time, it was great when you had a horse and you go into town, you'd have to walk. But now they have cars, you wouldn't even ride a horse into town. That's what I'm saying. We romance this, we fantasize about it because
the time when it happened was a great time at your mind at that time.
yeah, but
Looking
it
back, I
sucked.
miss the happiness and the
Right.
joy I had at that time. Now I'm a cynical old bitch. I'm mean and I'm grumpy. And I miss being happy and just being like, they played my favorite song. And that's all I wanted. At the time.
37 minutes, 20 seconds.
Okay. Oh, because I'm old and grumpy? Yeah, okay, thanks.
I'm a bitch and I'm old and grumpy. All right.
I am a bitch and I'm old.
So here's another thing, kid. You know how you take photos of your meal and photos of this and photos of that and everything?
Occasionally.
Well,
yeah.
before
I
you
may
would
take
have
a selfie or two.
you would
100.
you'd have a camera, and then once your film was done, you'd take it into the place, and then you'd have to wait 8 days to see if you had your thumb over the thing and then whether it was too light or what was good or bad or whatever. And they had these things in the middle of a parking lot. They were like a little shed. And it was called
Photomat.
Photomat.
Sorry.
And you would pull up, you would drive up to it, and there'd be a little girl in there. And then she would say, "Okay," and then she'd give you a bag and a pen, and you would fill out your
So
name and
small.
address,
Such a small
and you would
space.
drop it in there. Yeah. There's still one in the town south of me, Paulsboro. There's still one sitting in the
Really?
parking lot. Yeah, I think I had pictures of it, but I think it might still be there. They might have torn it down. I don't know. But it had been
Wow.
there for years. And when I say it was probably there 5 years ago, it was 5 years ago it was there.
That was I loved taking pictures when I was a kid. I remember getting my Kodak C110, and I saved the box and everything. I got it for my birthday, and then something happened to it, and I remember packing it back up to send it back to them to fix it, which they did. But my favorite was putting the flash. Do you remember the flash components?
Yes.
So. And mine was tall. And I remember just popping the flashes because I thought those were just the coolest things. What are you
Okay.
laughing at?
So when I would go to the races with my father, the dirt track races,
Right.
we would ride in the back of the pickup truck, in the
Okay.
back, in the bed with the
Right.
tools and all.
Yeah.
So I had my camera, and back then, before you used to have flash bulbs, you'd hit it and it would go poof, and then the bulb would be good. You throw it in the trash, so you'd have trash. But then they had like battery powered flashes, and this was so cool. So what I did was when cars would come up, I would stick my hand out the back of the truck and flash them.
Oh, to fuck them up, right?
So yeah, it's like, and my dad pulls over. I see my dad pull over, and he goes, "If I see that flash go one more time, I'm coming back there. I'm smashing that camera with a hammer."
Oh, and he would have, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely would have given shit. So.
Oh, I love that. I love that camera. I have so many pictures that I took everything, put them in photo albums, like meticulous. And then now it's like I look back at the photo albums and it's like those sticky albums. I'm like, I don't know if I could ever take these pictures out.
I didn't even know this.
Stuck in it for years.
I'm over in the Rumble chat. Jody says you can text my local radio station for tickets now. In contests.
No fun.
Right? You remember calling them or whatever?
Oh my God, you call and hang up, be like busy, because everything was busy.
Mm-hmm.
Do people even hear busy signals anymore?
I don't know. And then you say caller number 99, and you know what we would do? We would sit there because I remember when I was an intern at Eagle 106. They say, "Okay, caller number 15," and we'd sit there. We'd go
redial
that one, and you would just go poof. Eagle 106. Who am I talking to? You're caller 15, and they would go, "Oh, okay." You're like, no. Hold on. Let's try this again. Because you were recording it, because nothing went live. You were recording on reel to reel. And then you go, Eagle 106, you're calling number 15. And you go, ah!
Yay. So my favorite was when the radio stations would do that. Be like Z100, 100th caller. And you'd call. And
100?
Well, because it was Z100. So you would call, and they would actually answer the phone. 52. And they'd be like, no. And you just keep calling. They'd be like, 75. 83, and then be like, we got a winner. And I'm like, fuck. I just remember being so mad. Like, you just keep dialing and dialing and dialing.
Dean has something here, and I forgot about this. Kids, back in the day, you didn't just go on your phone and go to like Pornhub or anything like that. You would actually find a magazine, and you would take it in the woods and put it in a plastic bag and bury it in the leaves near a tree so you could go find it.
Would girls do that, or is that a guy thing?
That's a guy thing.
That is a guy
And then
thing.
you would go back and you would find the magazine.
Filthy
and guys,
animals.
Let me just tell you something.
Ugh.
Back then, full bush. Full bush. There was no such thing as shaving back then. Jody
I
says
can't
that
pay for my pizza. Yeah. What do I do?
Jody says that
That's so mean, Mike.
all these things and commercials taught us patience. Everybody's all in instant gratification these days. You just skip the ads. Yes, yes. Matter of fact, if I'm listening to a podcast and there's so many ads, I'll unsubscribe. I'm like, fuck this.
I'm not watching an ad.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and he said
Jody
back
says,
in
back in my day, we
Yep.
watched the fucking commercials and then we dreamed about buying that shit.
Yep.
Okay, Jody.
All right.
Now that
Bruce
you're saying
has
that.
a favorite.
The Hustler Honeys. Ah.
Ew, Bruce.
Hello, pussy.
You
For
mean
shame.
You mean commercials like this?
This is the Disco Dance Machine. It's an electric record player with a microphone, but without the record.
Disco, disco, disco dance machine. Disco, disco, disco dance machine. Disco, disco, disco dance machine.
Disco fun for all. The Disco Dance Machine comes complete as shown, record not included.
Really? You couldn't throw a fucking
8-year-olds,
record in
like-
there? You
like
couldn't
these
throw a record in there?
6-year-olds dancing disco. That's so mean. That's poor little kid. How old are those kids now? Probably 75 years old or something.
Maybe.
Well, that was what, 1979, did you say?
Yeah. Oh, and they
Oh,
would
my
also
God.
sell, like, for
they're probably my
commercials.
age.
They would always sell you, like, neat little things for organization, like in your car.
Oh, my God.
Does your tape collection look like this? Then you need a K-Tel tape selector. With special attachments, it fits conveniently in your car, stores all your tapes neatly, ready for easy selection. Tilt the first tape forward. The others follow automatically. Take your selection when it appears. When replacing tapes, Tape Selector automatically finds the proper place. In your home or in your car, protect your valuable tapes with Tape Selector. $4.99 from K-Tel.
$4.99 from K-Tel Records.
And this was in an 8-track, and you would never put your 8-tracks like that because it was facing up, and then dust and stuff
would get in them,
yeah,
right?
you got to
zoom
turn
down.
that around. What is up with that? Yeah,
I
you
didn't
get
deal.
out of that.
I didn't deal with 8-tracks. That was like a little bit before me. My mom had some 8-tracks. that she would play in her stereo that I was not supposed to touch, but I did. But yeah, we were. But it wasn't really much in the way of 8-tracks. So,
they would sell
but
you
we had
all
cars with 8-tracks.
They would sell you all kinds of shit that didn't work. Like, did you ever have a mood shirt?
A mood
It's a fun fashion sensation. The incredible I'm in the Mood shirt. Perfect for today's lifestyle. It's fun. Goes where you go. The Mood applique actually changes color responding to your mood, your hidden emotions. Black, you are tense. Green, you are more relaxed. And finally, the most desired shade of violet blue. You are in the mood, a fun part of your life. The In the Mood shirt comes in a complete range of sizes and colors. In the Mood shirts, available at leading stores everywhere.
Yeah, I guess a lot of them would just say dark colored. Okay, so Jody says, I'm 100% serious. I'll sit and watch, comment on old commercials with you guys as a show immediately. So perhaps this could be, we could do another episode, just strictly Rumble or whatever. That might be fun.
Okay.
All right, so now you got everybody popping on here. The Pocket
Fisherman. Oh, Rumple Peel.
Mr. Microphone. Mood ring.
Dean still has a mood ring. Pet rocks.
Here you go.
Oh, my God, the pet rocks.
And the Ginsu knife that could cut a tin can.
Hold on.
And a tomato.
I am not going to let you go past, just willy-nilly past the pet rock. Because you would go, I tried to tell my father that I wanted a pet rock. And it
must have looked at you like.
It came in a box. It was a river rock. It was probably maybe 2 inches long by maybe 2. It was it looked like a little muffin. All right. And it was a rock. It was a river rock. And it came in a cardboard box with holes in it and had some straw in there. And it would come with a name.
Had air holes in it?
Or you could name it. It had a name in a box, right? So I wanted to buy a pet rock, and my dad says, I will punch you in the face before I will allow you to pay $4.99 for a fucking rock. Then that went for a while, and then they started, they would sell you pet rock food. Swear to God, it was pet rock. It was a bag full of fucking dirt that you would pour in for your fucking pet rock.
All right, Pet Rock was a little bit prior to my time, but that's
and the commercial was
phenomenal.
It sits there. Watch, it's very tradable. Sit, stay, all right, and then it's an attack rock, and there's a guy throwing a rock. Absolutely.
Oh, that's great. Okay, hang on, much more. Chia Pets.
Chia Pets. Oh my God! Hang on 1 second. I got to go to YouTube.
Josh says the Pet Rock is as retarded as the invisible dog.
Right.
Where it's the starch leash that you could pretend to walk nothing.
I got to see if there's a Pet Rock commercial. Hold on.
I always wanted a Chia Pet, because it would be like, chia.
God damn it, there ain't. Hold on. Let's do this on the fly. I
need a John Domingo Chia Pet. That's with the beard.
You think I'm lying. Hang on 1 second. Okay, here we go. Share screen. Here it is. There's the pet rock. There's the boxes with the holes in it. There's the rock with the straw. You think I was lying?
It's like a little box like you'd put a cat in with the holes in it. It just says pet rock.
On the box, it says, this box contains one genuine pedigree pet rock.
Oh, what a fucking market.
All right.
What a brilliant idea.
All right, let's see how it's. This is 2 minutes.
Budweiser says it looks like a Happy Meal box.
It does. Hold on, here we go.
Reporting from the Rocky Mountains that people are now treating pet rocks as humans, and the rocks are becoming part of society. One of the fastest rising pet rock groups is the Bay City Rockers. Tell me, boys, who got you started? A junk food junkie. Well, how often do you work now?
Oh my God! Remember this?
I do. Yep, I remember they would do this. Yep,
They would
I just
do
thought
this.
of that immediately. They'd cut songs in to answer questions.
Yeah, they would say,
Great.
all right, and they would use the song. Hold on, that's not the one I want. Let me go back and see if I can find a real pet rock.
I remember there's one about Jaws, and it's like, Mr. Jaws, how come you're so mean? Like, how do you feel about this? And then it would be like, why can't we be friends?
All right, hang on, this might be it. Let's try this one. Across the
They both debuted in 1975. One was a plain old rock. The other, a temperature-sensitive color-changing ring. The Pet Rock and the Mood Ring were two of the oddest consumer items of the decade. But the genius marketing schemes behind these products
So smart.
had their inventors laughing all the way to the bank, to the tune of millions and millions of dollars.
That's
Yeah, I
insanity.
can't find a commercial, but that
That's
was it.
right.
That was the pet rock.
Oh, we
It was
can
it.
delve into this for another show. So for sure.
I hate to tell you, we're almost an hour in. This might be
I
the whole
know.
show because I'm not
KTEL
even close.
Records.
KTEL Records. It would be the.
I loved my KTEL records.
Hang
This
on.
is all the good songs, and then you didn't have to buy the album. You could just get the album of hits. So essentially, it was like Kids Bop, but for
Yeah,
the
but-
70s. Oh, Click Clacks. Oh, are you talking about the Clackers, Bob? Like
Yeah, they took them off the road.
because they were glass, and they would like people would fuck themselves up.
Yeah,
Those
they
things
would
were-
blow up in the.
They would hurt. They hurt.
All right, let's see if I can find one.
All right.
Oh, here we go. Here's a commercial.
Alrighty. What do we got?
Hang on. Let me get to the. Let me present
Mm.
this in the proper way,
Yes, as you do.
as I do. Here we go. KTEL Records.
KTEL presents Blockbuster, a great new LP, 20 original
kicked
hits,
off of
original
Facebook.
stars, Casey and the Sunshine Band,
I like it.
Silver Convention, War, Leon Haywood,
I don't know that one.
Average White Band, Alice Cooper, Edgar Wintergruth, Sammy Johns, David Loggins,
Sammy Johns.
Sammy Johns.
My Chevy van.
I swear to God, I've never heard of that dude until you brought it up. Now I hear him all over. It's a fucking
See?
riot.
Gladys Knight, Frankie Valli, and many more. David Geddes, The Hollies, Jigsaw, Blockbuster, 20 original hits, original stars. Be sure to get the best from KTEL. LP $5.99, tape $6.99.
I need to follow that. What is it? KTEL Classics? I'm gonna pull that up right fucking now. I need to follow that.
Let me see if I can go
Oh
back.
my God, that's amazing. I love
Stop
my
it.
KTEL.
See if I can.
What
go
is it
back.
called? KTEL Classics?
Yeah. Let's see if there's another one. I'm trying to find if they used to have like the.
Oh, I spelled it wrong. God damn it.
Oh, here we go. Super great hits.
I could sing all these.
This might be. They might have just put
So
this. I
I'd
thought it was a
like to know
commercial.
if
That might be just.
you
I,
got
I was looking for the
emotion.
commercials. Oh, wait a minute. Here's the disco one. No, wait a minute. I'm trying. All right, I guess not.
Oh, play it anyway. It's so fun.
Oh, here we go. Greatest hits album from 1974.
All right, let's do it. You just skip through like boop, boop, boop.
Listen to the pops.
I love that. Ugh.
It's not really. You don't have the guys shooting at you, shouting at you, shooting, shouting, whatever. All right,
You need
never mind.
see the fun part with that song is like the DJ ramping it.
Oh, talking
yeah,
it up.
Yeah. It was
So in a
more-
radio station,
Right.
when you would do it, they would have a cart machine, which was, or you could have the 45s. But on the 45s, and on the cart machines, it would tell you the title of the song, the artist, how long the song was, the intro, how much music intro was, and whether it faded out or whether it was a abrupt. I forget what they called it, a hard stop, like a hard stop.
Right.
So when you would sit there, you'd say, okay, I got like 15 seconds, and you would talk up, and you'd have to try to hit the post. That's like, if you could hit the post, boy, you'd shut that microphone off, and you'd go like, oh, this is crazy.
Pop says, our YouTube just got demonetized.
Oh,
well.
fuck YouTube. Who cares?
Yeah,
Right.
it's, we need to play. Well, maybe we'll just do a Rumble show, and we'll just do that.
Yeah, we could do that.
Do a Rumble show. That would be a lot of fun to play, like the old K-Tels and stuff. I had one. It was, oh my God, it was like Tommy Shaw and Frankie Valli and Barry Mount, the Copa. Oh, the Copa. That comes on my playlist. Copacabana comes on my playlist when I'm at the gym. And Donna Summers, let me tell you how hard it is for me to not like like just start like jamming out a bit. It's because I love Donna Summers.
Here was another thing, and this wasn't that long ago because I was in the elevator business. Well, in the 90s, there was no GPS or anything like that. You would go to the Wawa, and every county would have a book of maps. It was like a 8.5 by 11 book, and you would open it, and it would have all the the maps
All
of the
the
county, and that's how you.
streets,
So like with me as an elevator repairman, they sent us all over, and they'd say, "Okay, this is it." They would send you the address. They tell you the address. You'd write it down. Then you'd go into your van and you'd pull out the map book, and then you would look in the back, and then you'd find the road, and it would tell you what map, and then you'd
You
go
have to
find
fold
it.
the
And
map and drive it like how you
right,
can
and then
see it.
and then that's how you got places. And then I'll never forget the first GPS I got was a Garmin, and that wasn't even like a satellite. They would send you. Let's say you were in North Jersey, they would send you a thing and you would plug it in, and then it would give you all the maps of Philadelphia and the area, and that's how you got around. It was crazy. I mean, it's so much better. Like
How did
people
we
say-
get anywhere?
Well,
how did we get?
We knew how to go
fucking
places.
anywhere?
Like my daughter, everywhere she goes, she
Oh,
plugs
my
it in the GPS. She don't know how to get. If
My
someone
daughter
took her
couldn't
phone
get
away-
around town, like where we live. Like she's
Right.
like, well, I don't know where that is. I'm like, it's
What do
off
you mean you
this
don't?
road. And she's like, what road's that? I'm like, it's the main fucking road.
We would drive when we were younger. We would just get in a car and say, "Where's this
Just
take us?"
drive.
And
Yeah,
we
we
would
would just
drive and say,
drive.
"Hey, look at this!" And then
Gas
and
was
you know
like
what you had to do?
25 cents. Like it was, everything was cheap. You could just get in your car and drive for hours.
Right, and then what you did after you would remember how to get places. It was crazy.
Well, that's it. And even if you didn't know the name of the streets, you still knew enough of your surroundings. Like turn left at the post office, turn right at the mail button, this whatever. Like you just knew.
I don't know if they still do this. They might still do this, but I don't know that. Is back in the day when I was working for my father at the gas station, people would pull in and ask directions. Like they'd be lost and they would ask directions how to get somewhere. So if you were pumping gas, not only did you have to be a gas pump, you had to know where everything was. So there was two ways people. I'll never forget this. So this is, I don't know if this is good or bad, but this is what Domingo would do.
Oh, those poor people.
If you pulled in and I came out and you got gas and you asked me for directions, I would give you directions. If you pulled up to
Didn't
the
buy
pump,
gas. Yeah.
didn't get gas, and asked me how to get somewhere,
Wrong
you got directions, but you didn't get the right directions.
Oh, that's mean.
I would send you an hour the other way. And then I remember one time, guy came back. He wanted to fight me because I sent him an hour out of the way.
That's a
I
douche
said,
move.
yeah, I said, hey, dude, no, you don't pull up to the pump and expect to get direct. I'm supposed to just come out here. You can't get out of your. That's another thing. If you pull up and then get out of your car and say, hey, how do I get somewhere? I'll give you directions. But if you make me come out, don't buy anything, and ask for directions, free. Yeah, they're not
Directions
free.
cost a tank.
Yeah, yeah, they cost something, or get out and come in, or get out and walk over to me. Don't make me walk out. What kind of bullshit
It
is
is
that?
full service. I mean, come on.
No, it's not full service. They're not getting any service. They just it's not direction. I sent many people. I'll never forget because our gas station was like right on the other side was 295, and they would and the ramp for 295 north was right. There was a house, and then there was the ramp for 295. I'll never forget. I'm sitting there, it's pouring rain. Guy pulls up, ding ding. I go out. He pulls to the outside pump.
Oh, so you
I
get
go
wet.
running out there. I get all the way out there, and the guy goes, do you know where 295 South is? I said, yeah. Go back this way about 5 miles and make a left-hand turn and follow it out. You run right into it. I don't know where he went. I don't know what happened to him.
He's still looking.
Yeah, he's still driving around trying to find 295 South.
Such
it was
a douche.
50 years ago.
He probably drove off
Half a
cliff.
century ago. Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's
God!
just-
Well, this was a fun walk down memory lane. There's some fun things about. I mean, goof on the 1900s all you want. The 80s was a lot of fun. They had some really cool
Not
shit
compared
that
to
came out.
now. You didn't know any better.
At the time,
Yes,
the
I get
80s
it.
was a lot of fun. It was the music was great. Tech was just starting to boom up. It was fun. Looking back, of course, it's like the dinosaurs, but at the time, it was very cool.
Right. There's newspapers. Who gets a newspaper anymore? Nobody gets a newspaper anymore.
I know.
Encyclopedias.
Even magazines.
Who gets encyclopedias? mail. Remember the catalog, Sears catalog, Penny's catalog. No one. Who gets a phone book? Remember, you used to have the phone book. No one gets a phone book.
So there's a local little newspaper down here by me that would had put out every year would put out a little phone, like a little phone directory and little yellow pages for the area. And let me tell you, they stopped making them right before COVID. I still get phone calls. Like, do you have any of those phone books? And it's all seniors.
Yeah,
they don't have tech. They don't know how to look it up on Google. They're like, I don't have a computer. And in my head, I'm like,
you have a computer.
well, they don't.
You have a
They're
smartphone?
like 70s, 8. They don't. Some of these
I remember my
people
mom.
don't.
When the iPhones came out with the big iPhones, I remember my mom was holding it. She's like, with her glasses on. I would crack up.
My mother, I had to teach her. So we explained how to text message. So she got it. But a lot of times she would text message. And what she would do is she would put my name at the top and then continue to type all in where the phone number goes. And then send it or attempt to send it. And I'm like, there's nothing. She's like, I texted you. And I'm like, you didn't. He texted. I don't know what he texted.
Did.
She wrote everything as a phone number. Like it all. Oh my God, it was crazy. My grandmother, we got her a cell phone. And it was like a very basic, but she just could not wrap her brain around it. And I mean, she's probably in her 70s when we got it for her. So I understand. And she would carry it with her, but she would put it in her makeup bag, little makeup bag, little zippy bag, and then just put it in her purse and then just never use it. And it would die. It would die. Well, like, Nana, where's your phone? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's in my purse.
People. Like, Jimmy was one. He's like, I don't need that's all I need, right? I can text with it. No, it was just a flip phone. Like everybody had, Androids, iPhones, and all. He still finally the thing fell in water, and then he finally had to get his. He had to go get his a new phone. So he finally got an iPhone.
Dick beater's wet.
So now he's got his big. So then he would have a pen. And instead of using his fingers, because he had these big dirty dick beaters, he would use a pen with a rubber tip on it. Yeah. And that's how he would text people. He'd sit there.
Like with one of
and
these?
I go, yeah. And I'm like, you look like such a fag using that.
No, he's just an old boomer. He's just an old boomer who doesn't know how to use the... he's not fast. Like he's not proficient
2 years older than me.
Okay. Old boomer.
Yeah, he's only 2 years older than me. There's no reason why he can't pick up technology.
Well, clearly, it's not his forte. I mean, the last time I was over, I had to charge his phone for him because it was on 2, and then it died. I'm like, give me your phone. I just took it from him. You remember that, right? Like, I just took it like a child. Like, give me that.
It's ridiculous.
Give me your phone. You can't use your phone. He's okay.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So I want to talk about the next story about the war that's going on in New York City. No, not the war against the Jews against Free Palestine. Not that one.
Not that.
Not the war on crime. Not the war on the war on pedicabs.
I love those pedicabs.
Do you know what a pedicab is?
I do.
Well, I know you know. Yeah, the reason I know you know this. Is because I actually have, fuck's sake, where is it? Here it is.
You may have some video.
I have some video. I don't know whether I should. All right, I'm just going to play
Can I go and talk about what it is before?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so Lisa, my buddy Lisa from Michigan, had flown out.
Boomer Babs,
and she came out, and we went to New York City for the day. And towards the end of the day, we were tired and we needed to get back to the Port Authority to catch the bus. And the cabs were not stopping. And a pedicab showed up. So we hopped in.
So what is a pedicab?
So a pedicab is basically a dude with an e-bike. And like a carriage that you can put like maybe 2 adults or maybe like 3 small people in it. And it's
like
lit
a
up.
trike.
It's like a trikey. It just hooks up to his bike and he pedals and drags you around, to wherever you need to go. It was a load of fun. We laughed through the whole thing. The kind of horrifying part of it is it goes, it's right in traffic, and in New York it's a ridiculous amount of traffic all the time, everywhere. There's never no traffic. So he's this doodle along. We're on the sidewalk. We're on the road. We did a
hold on.
360.
Why don't I? Okay, I know what I'm going to do.
Go for it.
Wait, while you do this, all right, while you explain it, I'm going to play it.
All right.
So here's Duchess and blasting is Michael Jackson's.
So loud. I could have touched that car. Oh.
Yeah.
Stop narrating.
So he's just riding between lanes.
Yeah.
I can't believe more people don't get. I can't believe more people don't get in trouble for this.
It was a lot of fun, but it's.
You don't like being on camera, but you're showing yourself on camera. Okay, so here we go. So here he is. There's Haji's pedaling.
His name is Mehmet.
Mehmet. I'm sorry. I got
I'm
it wrong.
Instagram
Mehmet.
friends with him. We're Instagram.
Stop it. Stop it.
I am.
Mehmet. Here's Mehmet.
He was adorable.
Mehmet the terrorist.
He paid a lot. He worked his ass off. So
Right.
he's in traffic. And
Could
so
you
now
imagine me? Oh, wait a minute. There's
Wait, hang on,
traffic.
listen.
So now we're going to go.
You need a little more oomph to pick us up.
He's trying to get the thing
rocking
up on. Trying to get this thing up on. He's going to go down the sidewalk now with you two.
Oh my goodness. We are on the sidewalk, folks.
All right.
That's
So
like
there's-
Oh,
Duchess
that's
laugh.
terrible.
Thank
It was a lot of fun.
How much did that pedicab cost you? That ride?
You know, we didn't. The mistake on our part is we didn't ask, and I think it was probably close to $3 when we were done.
$300.
Well, you went from the Rockefeller Center all the way over to Port Authority. Yeah, it was stupid. We got out of the car and we
He
or
said
the cab. We
$300.
No, not 300. Okay, so yeah, it was.
Well, $3 is 300.
3 digits. I'm sorry, 3 digits, but it was about.
Oh, it's
$100.
one bill.
It was about $1. My bad. I'm not a gambler. I don't know.
God, I was.
So,
I
no,
was
we
gonna
didn't pay 300.
I was
but-
going to go hunt down my mom and get some of your money back. $300.
Yeah,
Bet.
it was around $100. It was entirely
Okay.
too much money. We didn't ask. We just got it because I'd never ridden in one.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, it looks like fun. We made the bus, but it was close. But it was a lot of fun. That was probably like 15, 20 minutes in that thing.
Okay. $100.
Give me my money.
F you. Give me my money.
I agree. All right. So one of the things I've done is I signed up for the paid version of ChatGPT because I wanted to try it. Everybody's talking about it. So I asked ChatGPT to write a script in the style of Boomer Bunker podcast for Duchess and I to do the story. And I would like to do the script right now.
All right.
Would you like to do this?
I would be delighted.
I can't wait to see how this turns out. All right. I'll do the parts Mark John. You do the parts Mark
Am I
Duchess.
Duchess? Oh,
You're
okay.
Duchess. I'm John.
All right, I can do that.
All right, here we go. All right, folks, gather around. It's time for another episode of What the Hell is Happening in This City? And today we're heading into the bright lights of Broadway. But it's not the actors or the shows that are causing the drama. It's the pedicabs.
Oh, you mean those rickshaw-looking things with some guy pedaling your butt around Midtown for about $85 a block?
Exactly. Picture this. You paid big money to see a classic Broadway show, maybe The Phantom or whatever woke version of Disney flick they're rehearsing this month. The lights dim. The actors take stage. And right as the emotional climax hits, bam! From outside, some pedicab is blasting Bad Bunny at 120 decibels. It's like the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
So music like right through your soliloquy. Lovely.
So naturally, the theater crowd, who aren't exactly TikTok teens, are losing their minds. The city council finally is doing something about it. Councilman Ed Botcher and Keith Powers want to ban these boom boxes on wheels from coming within 50 feet of the theater.
You mean the city is doing something logical? Is that allowed?
Don't worry, it's New York. There's still plenty of stupidity to go around. Licensed pedicab drivers are complaining that the ban unfairly targets the good guys. And look, they're not wrong. Most of these noise and chaos are from the unlicensed ones who dodge insurance, overcharge tourists, and treat traffic laws like suggestions.
So, what's the NYPD doing besides letting shoplifters run wild?
Believe it or not, they've seized 425 pedicabs and handed out nearly 1,000 tickets in just a couple of months. But it's like playing musical chairs with crackheads. One pulls off the street and 3 more show up with Bluetooth speakers and backup dancers.
Honestly, just enforce the damn rules. If you don't have a license, beat it. If you're running an Uber rickshaw and blasting Cardi B outside Les Mis, go pedal somewhere else.
Here's our Boomer Bunker bottom line. Tourists come to New York for Broadway, not a street concert from some guy in gym shorts and vape. The city needs to stop coddling chaos and start protecting the things that actually make it special.
And maybe we'll finally get to hear the actors again without DJ Pedal Pump in the background.
You want to ride through Times Square? Great. Just shut the hell up while you do it. End scene.
I'm sorry. I had so much fun in that stupid pedicab. Lisa and I laughed about that. When it pops up in my memories every year on Facebook, I watch it again. It's just it was so much fun.
Well,
Stupidly expensive. But
I think I did a hell of a job there. I don't think I screwed up one time. There we go.
So Josh says, this is the best reading ever done on this podcast. Is it AI?
No, it's me, damn it. You can see
me,
me.
John Domingo, the best kept
John
secret.
Domingo. Best kept secret in podcasting. Damn it.
Oh, that's a phrase for the bingo board.
Oh, is it?
Should it be?
It could be, yes.
You know, can I left turn on that a little bit?
All right, sure.
So we are in the process of creating another Jamingo bingo board, and we need your help in giving us some phrases that you hear John say all the time.
My catchphrase is the things I say all the time. I'm the best kept secret in podcasting. Fucking A right I am.
So what we have here is on in our Discord, and this gives you a great reason to join our Discord. In the one channel that says Boomer Bunker, there's actually a little sub-thread in it. Oops, I just lost it. Called Jamingo Bingo Words.
Okay.
All right, don't do that.
You don't have to. Don't paint a picture. Just get to it.
Would you like to finish it? Since you're so
What's
much
up next,
more-
Bob?
Go ahead.
No, please tell us what's going on.
No, I guess I'm
Bingo.
done.
No. What happened then, Bob? Listen, just go ahead. I'm just trying to tell you, tighten up them stories a little bit. That's all. So, what are the phrases, Duchess? Now that you're there, don't bring us to the end and don't edge us. What are the phrases you have so far?
Oh, you want me to continue? Okay.
Yes.
So thanks. So I only have a few right now. It's I say that to say this. Fat, lazy, South Jersey tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Dick and bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Mm-hmm.
How dare you? Dirty dick beaters and
Dirty
best
dick
kept
beaters.
secret in podcasting.
There we go. Okay, good.
So if anybody's interested at this point, since John's really shit all over it, join our Discord. I was telling them where to find the fucking channel, you ass, so they don't have to send it to me. So yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Fuck
and where
you.
can we? And where can? Where can you get the Discord? All right, so the Discord will be either the link for the Discord will be in our show notes, or you can go to boomerbunker.com.
Right.
There we go.
There you go.
You know what you need? A Jello shot. Calm you down. Calm your nerves.
I've had 2 glasses of wine.
All right. And again, sometimes this shit happens. All right. Sometimes there's a mistake. Some things happen.
Yeah.
A kindergarten student in Johnstown Elementary School in Pennsylvania distributed Jello shots containing alcohol to 3 classmates. The Greater Johnson School District labeled the event as an isolated incident. Upon discovery, the affected children were promptly evaluated by a school nurse and then assessed by emergency medical services. They were transported to the local hospital for further care, and their parents were promptly informed and met them at the hospital. The school district confiscated the Jello cups and initiated an investigation in cooperation with local authorities to determine how the students obtained the alcohol.
Oh, no. They must have bought it.
Counselors and support staff was made available to assist the students. They're kindergarteners. They got into the liquor cabinet. What the fuck? The district commended the swift and effective response of the school staff, nurses, and police officers.
Yeah.
A couple kindergartners got some Jello shots.
Well, you know what it is? His mom made them. Mom or dad made them. And they're in those cute little cups with lids.
Right.
And the kid's like, oh, Jello. And he brought it to school to share with his friends.
Yeah, he brought a couple
it wasn't
Jellos.
the whole class. It was like 3 or 4 friends.
Hey, listen, come over here. I got some Jello shots. Oh, can I have the red one? Yeah, all right. I'll have the yellow one. You know, then the next thing you know, where'd you get those? Oh, I got them from my mom. Oh, these Jello shots have some nice little surprises. So they get the nurse. Then they call EMS. You know, EMTs
little kids
come
are
out.
falling asleep or throwing up or whatever. I mean, I can't imagine like kindergartners are. You know.
take them to the emergency room. The parents come. Oh, my God. I mean.
Oh, it's that Domingo family. I told you they're trash.
How come it's my family? How come it can't be the Duchess's family?
It just rolled off the tongue.
You Central Jersey people. I've heard about you. I've heard about your kind. I mean, again, I got to go back in the 80s. So what would happen is they would call you and say, hey, listen, little Johnny brought in some of his mother's Jello shots, and she didn't know about it. And, well, apparently one of your kid got one of them, and he had some alcohol. So just want to let you know. And they go, well, is he okay? Yeah, he's fine. He's just sleeping it off. We gave him extra nap time. Okay, no big deal. You know, and then the mother would call. Oh, my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that he took them. I would never purposely send Jello shots in for your kindergartner. It's okay. It was just a Jello shot. It's not a big deal. The kid will live. Not now.
They're going to get sued.
They're going to get sued. The police were involved. They've got counselors.
Counselors for what? The kids fell asleep. The kids, like, I don't know what was in those Jello shots where they needed counselors.
I don't either.
What the fuck happened? Like, I don't understand why you would need a counselor.
Right.
If they ate a Jello shot, they probably got sleepy or threw up.
Right.
You know. I mean, I think it's fucking hysterical.
I do too.
I would be mortified if I had made Jello shots and then my kid took them in. I'd be like, you go open the fridge, you're like, you do one of those like you look at the shelves, there's like a line of like, where'd those go?
I know.
Little Johnny brought Jello shots to school today for show and tell.
Poor little Johnny. All right. So not only do little kids have problems, but then we have bigger kids that have problems.
That's right.
So here's a student. He had to be rescued from Mount Fuji, not once, twice, after going back to find his phone. A 27-year-old Chinese student residing in Japan was rescued twice from Mount Fuji. Within 4 days, he developed altitude sickness near 3,000 meters. That's 9,800 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I'm trying to figure miles is like 52 or 5,300 feet, so it's close to 2 miles high. He was airlifted to safety despite warnings of hazardous off-season conditions. He returned April 26th to retrieve his personal belongings, including his phone. Again, he suffered altitude sickness and was found unable to move by another climber, prompting a second rescue.
What a dickhead. I hope they make him pay for that.
These incidents occurred during Mount Fuji's off-season when the trails are officially closed due to snow and low temperatures. Why wouldn't you do it then? While there's no penalties for off-season climbing or rescues, the students' actions sparked public criticism and called for accountability. Oh,
no.
You dumbass. You went up twice. We have to come get you. You go third time, you die. To mitigate the risks, authorities have implemented measures such as an entry fee and caps on daily climbers during the official season, July to September, and they continue to urge caution and discourage off-season ascents, not accents, ascents.
No, he's an idiot. He's a fucking dummy. Like he had nobody that could bring his shit to him. Like he had to go back and get rescued again.
Again, we talked about the phones. What would you do if you lost your phone? It's got all your contacts, got all your shit in there, right? You got to go get it. Why? Okay, they had to go rescue him. Why wouldn't they bring his phone back down with him?
Well, maybe he didn't have his phone with him.
maybe passed out and they didn't realize it. They didn't realize he had his phone with him, so they took him down. So now the guy goes all the way back up there again. They got to go up there and get him again.
Well, they airlifted him to safety. So, I mean, he clearly wasn't in his right mind to have all his stuff. Like, who knows where it was. And maybe, I guess he was solo. Nobody could help him out.
I don't know. Well, when you went out to the Rockies, or you were, where did you go when you went to
Colorado.
visit? Okay, so you went to Colorado. Did you have problems with altitude sickness? Nope. None.
Not at all.
See, some people really have problems with it.
Yeah.
Like it really makes them
Dirk went
ill.
out there. He had issues for a couple days, but I had more issues coming back, but I think it was the jet lag more than anything else. But yeah, for some folks, it is difficult. So.
All right. So not to be outdone by this Chinese tourist, American tourist climbs over a fence at Coliseum and impales himself on a spike.
Fucking dumbass.
All right, shall I read this story, or should I read it as how Chat GPT thinks I should read it?
Oh, I think you should read it as Chat GPT.
All right, here we go. All right, folks, buckle up. Here's a tale straight out of Don't Be That Guy files. An American tourist, 47 years young and presumably old enough to know better, decided that the best way to experience the Colosseum in Rome was to climb over a safety fence. Spoiler alert, it didn't end well. The man lost his footing and fell into a sharp metal bars below, impaling himself and landing in critical condition. Now,
yeah, that.
Let's pause for a moment. This is some obscure ruin in the middle of nowhere. It's the Colosseum, a world-famous heavy-traffic monument with clear barriers and warning signs. Yet our intrepid explorer thought, rules, they're for other people. Emergency responders rushed to the scene, managing to free him from the fence and transport him to a hospital for emergency surgery. He received 80 stitches, was listed in critical condition.
Idiot.
The incident isn't isolated. There's a growing trend of tourists. There's a growing trend of tourists determining safety measures are for the sake of the selfie or for a closer look. From Yosemite's waterfalls to the Grand Canyon edges, people are risking and losing their lives for that perfect shot. So let's get real. No photo is worth your life. Respect barriers. Hate the warring. And maybe, just maybe, enjoy the view from a safe distance. Stay safe out there. And remember, common sense isn't so common these days.
No. It's...
I might have her write my story. All the time.
Certainly entertaining. I know when I was out in Colorado, there were plenty of opportunities to climb up on rocks and climb over barriers, but I'm a chicken and I didn't want to A, lose my phone, B, fall. So I stayed well back and took the photo. I'm not getting any better picture than somebody else. There's no way. So what I do is I take the pictures and then I find what I took a picture of on Google and I steal that one. Yeah. So.
You thief.
I am a thief. I'm terrible. I'm the worst.
I know. Well, you know what this means.
I do know what this means.
It's time for Trump. Tweets read by Kate will Trump. Be happy or irate. Will it make us laugh or will it be a groaner? Either way, Sparky Toaster will have a raging boner. Have a raging boner.
I can watch that video all day. That's so great. Are these are out of order that I have? Okay. Michael Wolff, a third-rate reporter who is laughed at even by the scoundrels of the fake news, recently stated that the only reason I'm beating up on Harvard is because I applied there and didn't get in. That story is totally false. I never applied to Harvard. I graduated from the Wharton School of Finance at the University of Pennsylvania. He is upset because his book about me was a total bomb. Nobody wanted it because his reporting and reputation is so bad.
All right, that's a short one.
Yes.
I think we can't short the fans. We need a second one.
We do. Oh.
There we go.
Okay. Sorry. A biological male competed in California girls' state finals, winning big despite that they were warned by me not to do so. As Governor Gavin Newsom fully understands, large-scale fines will be imposed.
Okay, that's good. And you know what? Let's go for 3. Here we
Aw.
go.
Jeez Louise. Okay. Rand Paul has very little understanding of the BBB, especially on the tremendous growth that is coming. He loves voting no on everything. He thinks it's good politics, but it's not. The BBB is a big winner.
There you go.
It's time for Trump. Tweets read by Kate will Trump. Be happy or irate. Will it make us laugh or will it be a groaner? Either way, Sparky Toaster will have a raging boner. Have a raging boner.
All right, we're back.
Poor Sparky.
I don't know. I think
He's
Sparky.
not even here tonight.
He's
Aw.
not even here tonight.
I know. I didn't see him.
Oh, what's up with that?
sorry. We miss you, Sparky.
Yeah.
So did you
All right.
see that Dean had put that he's going to Pikes Peak?
No.
14,000 feet. You go.
Wow.
That's awesome.
They used to have a
Good for
race.
you.
Okay, there we go.
Holy shit.
All right. So here's one thing that we're probably going to start doing. All right, we're going to do the very first hour and a half of just the normal show, but we're going to try to make it an audio podcast.
Right.
Now, we're going to sign off, but don't go anywhere if you're watching this live, because we're going to have a video segment after this, because it doesn't really work, because we're going to do Duchess Reacts, and I got a couple other ones that I want to show people. So we're going to sign off right now. Okay. We're not signing off.
This is why you should follow us and watch us on YouTube.
Right. And you can
And
do
Rumble.
all that.
Yeah.
You can find our links. If you're listening to this as an audio podcast and you want to see what's going on, you just go into the show notes right there. Just tap right into them show notes and it'll give you all the links how to get to one of these. And you just show up on, or you could go watch it again. You can watch it afterwards.
That's true.
So this is like, I don't know, it's not extra content. It's not something behind a paywall. It's just something that we're just going to do.
We're
It's
just
not-
rearranging things a bit.
We're rearranging things. Yes, that's what we're doing.
That's what we do.
All right.
We find
All right.
something we like, and then we shuttle it all around.
Yes, and we do different things all the time because we're always changing because you know how it goes here.
Yeah, we.
All right.
We.
Before we leave, I want to shout out Jason at Horrible Designs.
Yeah.
His mugs. You can want to get yourself a Boomer Bunker mug right there. Duchess has
I know you
holding
want
them.
one of these.
And
This
you
is why
can
you
do
should be
this.
watching, so you can see this amazing mug.
Right. You can do this over at horribledesigns.com and just go into the search bar and search Boomer Bunker. But before we do that, before we leave, you know what we have to do?
Leave, not leave, but yeah.
Well, leave, not leave. But what we have to do is we have to go and do our voicemails.
Ah, we do.
Because this week, damn it.
Do we have a couple?
Yes, I just opened it with the wrong thing.
Oh, I see.
Wait a minute. Where'd it
You
go?
know, anybody could be featured on our voicemail segment. All you have to do is call us. And should I tell them the number, John, or would you like to?
Yeah, yes, you can call
856-477-1935. Or you could just go to our website and tap talk to us. Or is it talk to us or leave us a message?
Talk to
Is it
us.
Talk to us, and then you can record it right there.
And where's that website again?
Boomerbunker.com.
Okay. All right, you ready for here comes this is half black Neil. Half black Dean. All white Dean, but it's the
All
son.
white Dean, half black.
Half black Neil. Here we go.
Hey, fellers, it's Half Black Neil. What is the whitest thing about a black guy? His owner.
Oh my God. Jesus.
That was a good one.
Oh my God. Okay.
All right. Now we have Neil.
For shame.
All right, now we have Dean. And Dean's message is for you.
Oh no. Okay.
Hey, Bunker Dwellers. I've missed Kate, so I've got a question specifically for you. Maybe you can help me out. How does a woman know if she's been impregnated by a black man? When she goes to pull her tampon out, the cotton's already been picked.
I love that.
All right, we have one more,
Oh, okay.
and this is from Daniel.
Oh, okay.
Daniel's
I haven't heard from
back.
Daniel in a while. Okay.
Yeah, listen, and happy birthday to Daniel. It's his birthday this week, and he got a new
It's
job.
our birthday
so
month. Yay.
Yeah, it's birthday month.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and he's got a question.
Hey, dudes. Anarchist Daniel in California. Quick question for you guys. If you have sex with a passed-out prostitute, is it rape or is it shoplifting?
Oh, my God.
Hey, dudes.
All right.
Oh, that's terrible.
So if you have sex with a passed out prostitute, is it rape or is it shoplifting?
Yes.
I think there's a third option. If you throw a 20 on her, then it's just basically self-checkout.
Oh, my God.
No?
Hey-oh.
Hi-oh.
Thank you, Ed.
All right. How about showing us those stickers that we are giving out for free?
Absolutely. Message me. Send
All
me a
right.
message on any of our socials. You can find them all on boomerbunker.com, and I will send you for free this amazing Boomer Bunker sticker.
Right.
And we hope you want one.
And if you put this on a mug and the mug gets cold, no, Duchess's nipples will not get erect.
No, they don't do that.
That will not happen. All right.
Sorry, Bob.
All right. So, yes, you can leave us a voicemail over
Yes.
at 856-477-1935. Go to boomerbunker.com and check out, all our links, all our back episodes are there, all that good
Absolutely.
stuff. All right. Thank you, audio people, for listening.
You can
Share us
continue
with
to
your
listen.
friends
Yeah.
and come on back next week.
Bye.
You
Sorry.
You always have to have the last word. That's why I just wait, because you always have to say bye last. I
I
can't.
like saying bye.
I know you do. That's why I always wait. So then I got to look at. I got to point. All right.
Stupid. Say goodbye.
All right. You put a little maca here.
Well, hopefully they're still here.
Oh no, it's going to be cut out of the audio.
Oh no.
You have to cut because it's
I know. Well, maybe they'll hang in there. They know to go
right.
to the other.
Okay. Yeah, because you know what I need? More work for me. That's what I need.
You offered to do this.
Of course I did.
I know. I said it's going to be a lot of work. You're like,
All right.
Okay.
Hang on a second. I got to do this right first.
oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Where is it?
I don't
Okay, that's not. I got rid of those. Oh yeah, here we go.
Okay.
All right, I know where they're at now. All right, so now we're going to do. This is where Duchess reacts to videos that I have here. Here we go.
Duchess reacts to the world. Jamingo will show her a video. Let's all guess how she's going to handle it. With a smile or a frown, we won't know until it's inside. Duchess reacts to the world. Jamingo will show her a clip. Will she laugh or will she sigh? We're waiting for her reply to this little surprise that's about to take flight.
Okay, now this one was sent in by producer Mike,
Oh dear. Okay.
and you're actually in this video.
Oh no.
Yes.
How am I
You're-
in this?
Oh, here.
Oh,
All right,
dear.
so you're paying attention now. You watching?
Yeah.
There we go.
No, it's rum.
See, this is where you guys were out in Michigan, right? Was this
It
at Mike's place?
This was at Mike's place. This was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yep.
Okay. All
Miss
right, here we
Jess
go.
wasn't there last year.
No, Lord. Lift up with.
It's getting dark. We can't see people that good.
I need a longer straw.
Okay, that didn't work as well as I thought it was going to do. All right. We thought we were going to get jump scare out of you, but I guess that didn't work. That's
Usually
all right.
it works. I just don't. I think I was.
I
so,
get it.
I don't know.
I get it. All right. Well, we have more. Don't worry about that. We got more,
Great.
ladies and gentlemen.
No more jump scares, please.
All right. Here we go. Ready?
Oh my God.
All
Are they? Is
right.
it? Where is this? Is this a
It looks like it's in
electric
Russia.
cars?
It looks like in Russia, and somebody didn't get I guess they put it in reverse instead of forward and ran over a lady.
I didn't see a woman there.
You didn't?
No. Play that again.
Alrighty, here we go.
I just saw two people. I didn't see. Oh, my God. There's a woman there? Oh, no. Oh, she squished.
That's the action I want. That's the
I
reaction.
didn't see her at all. Oh, that poor soul.
I'm sure she's fine.
Is she okay?
I think she's okay. It's just a flesh wound.
She's
That's all. It's just a scratch.
Oh, my God.
Okay. All right. Here's one. All right. So it's bull riding.
This is never good. Okay.
And I don't know why they do this, but apparently this is south of the border, and they don't really have the same protection as the American bull riders have. All right, here we go.
That was some fucking hang time. Holy shit. He was in the air for like a good 3 seconds.
And I wonder how high he was. Let's see. Let me see if I can get back to where. That's about as high as he gets right there.
That's got
a
to
good
be
10
like
feet
10
in the air.
feet.
That's a good 10 feet in the air.
He hit the he hit the ground so hard.
Hang on, I'll play it again. Here we go.
That was
Drag
like a
him
broken
off.
shoulder right there. He like landed on his right side. Oh, that looks terrible.
Okay.
Oh,
And we also have another bullfight. Another bullfight. Or no, bull riding. Bull riding.
Oh,
Not a bullfight. Bull riding.
All right.
Here we go.
Oh, it's a twofer. Oh, he killed the one guy. Oh, he is out.
Yeah, the one thing is, it's
like a
funny.
body
He broke
with
his
a
penis.
face.
He broke his penis.
I broke his face. Holy
How do I don't even remember seeing or hearing any of this. Okay. So yes,
So that guy got thrown into the other dude's face.
yes,
That guy went down like a bag of rocks.
right.
The poor clown guy.
But I'll
right?
tell you
Like
one thing I like
distracting.
about the Mexicanos is they don't just chase them; they rope that bull so they keep them away from the people, which is pretty good. And here they come, man! They just look, and they get them.
Poor
They get
bull.
like 3 or 4 ropes on that bull. I mean, that was pretty good. I was shocked. That was pretty amazing.
That looks awful.
Looks awful.
Thing. Well, it doesn't look happy for anybody who's
No,
participating.
I don't think anybody.
The bull, the bull, the rider, the guy who got hit by the rider. The fact that the bull flung the rider into that poor guy, the clown guy on the field is on the. Oh, that was just awful.
I have this one was sent to me. This was sent to me by Mike from Wheelbarrow Full of Dicks.
Okay.
And this one here is a New Jersey girl, but I'm going to let you listen to it, and you'll see why he sent this. Ready?
Not dark in it, Pool.
Not at all.
Ready? Giveaway ends tomorrow, and what the fuck else? Stupid ass dress. Let me see it, Pool. How's my hair? Let me see it, Pool. Car behind me. What's wrong with you? Stay where you are, Pool. Let me see it, Pool. Our little scooter guy is back. We ready?
Yep.
All done.
All done.
Pool.
Pool. It's all pool.
I didn't know what she was saying, and then after like about 30 seconds, I'm like, oh, she's saying Paul.
Pool.
Pool.
New Jersey pool.
I don't yell at him like that.
I'm not saying it's just
Dark
funny.
in
That, well, hang on. The funny thing is, it's that everybody says pool in New Jersey.
No, it's nobody calls it that. Well, I don't even say it like that. So
Pool.
it's pretty funny. Although he knows now that everybody refers to him as Pool.
Pool. Right. All right. women, they say women aren't competitive in sports, and I don't believe that. And we're going through all this nonsense, with transgender men playing in women's sports. But when ladies play sports, they really get into it. And here's a softball game where a girl turned a bunt into a inside the park home run. And just watch this. All right. Now, what I did, I had to turn it because it had music on it. So I just turned the music because it doesn't have. All right. So she bunts the ball. She starts running down the first base line. Pitcher picks up the ball, throws to first base, and overthrows.
Wings it. Nice. Go, girl,
she
go.
Sees it. She's like, oh, the other girl missed it. Okay, I'm going. So now she looks at the third base coach. Third base coach is revving her. Come on. Third base coach says, go home. She throws her helmet off. She's heading for the tag. She leaps over, stops.
Oh, beautiful.
Comes back, gets there for it, and watch what she does. Screams in her face.
Yep.
Now, fuck you. The problem is that everybody's pissed off because they said it was unsportsmanlike conduct for her to. No, you just made an amazing play.
In the moment, that was a guttural reaction. That happened so fast.
Right.
There's
Here
no
she
way
comes.
she paused.
Third.
In your face.
I didn't notice this. The girl, third base girl. Hold on.
Go back.
The third base girl shoulders her. That's interference. Watch. And then, she ran in the back of the girl. Okay.
Yeah.
Throws the helmet off because it's starting to come off. Leaps in the air.
Jumps her.
Goes over the tag.
That's
she
amazing.
actually, I think she gets, when she goes over the tag right here, I think her foot hits the plate. It does. Her foot hits the plate. She's safe. Yeah. But then comes back and touches anyhow. It says, get some.
That is 100% emotion. That was not a planned in your face type thing. That was good for her. Good for her. That was an amazing play. Can you imagine like you start a bunt with and end up with a home run? Fantastic. All it needs is one shit throw.
Now listen, you know me, not a big. I have issues with transgender, and the thing is, not all transgender. I have problems when they're, reading the kids and not telling people that they're transgender and shit like that.
Yeah, that's important.
Right, but not all transgender. This transgender here is a good transgender.
It's a good transgender.
It's a very good transgender.
All right.
Matter of fact, it might be my favorite transgender. Here we go.
Girls cocks, but you're worshiping a 78-year-old billionaire that doesn't give a fuck about you? That's some pretty cocky.
Ooh, that's pretty spicy for someone who threw in a dementia patient for 8 months and then gaslit us about it as if we didn't have television or eyes. Sorry we didn't vote for that person. Oh, that's right, we couldn't because he had dementia. And you lied about it, and then threw in a human mattress at the last minute like she was a fucking Pokemon, subverting your own democratic process. So if you want to win next time, cuck, perhaps don't pick Bride of Cucky. Dismissed.
Fucking savage. Did Mike add that, or was that there?
Yes.
Okay.
And then
so is he transgender, or is he just a drag queen?
You know what? I shouldn't. You know what? Maybe I misspoke. Maybe he's just a drag queen. I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay. Either way, brilliantly.
Very sassy. Love the sass. Very happy with the sass.
Yeah. Well done.
All right. Sometimes women, they get the clarity. They get clarity, and you'll see.
Say silly things like, where are all the good men at? Until I started taking accountability. Now I know I'm just an ain't shit ass bitch. Maybe I am the problem. Maybe I am the problem. Maybe I am the problem.
Still scratching the paint of his car. All right.
I have never scratched somebody's car.
You never did anything like that?
I may have egged a car, but I did not scratch it. I did not go down, although I realize egging a car is probably not the best thing, but I did not physically damage tires or smash windows or things like that. It was one guy who was my girlfriend's ex-boyfriend, and he was a dick. So we loaded up the car, the two of us, in her Pinto, and then, and then we threw the eggs, and I'm like, go. And the car's like, meh. Like, go. She's like, I'm going. I'm like, go faster.
4 cylinders of
We're gonna
no
get
power.
arrested. We're gonna get caught. The car
That's what she
barely
said.
moved.
Back in the 70s and 80s, they had commercials, and they didn't mind, talking about the tough issues of women.
Talking
About it. Hold on, here we go.
Dreaming of summer, cool breezes, fresh air. When I want that feeling, summer's eve takes me there. It's clean, fresh feeling, keeps the good times on my mind. Summer's eve brings back freshness anytime.
Bring back the fresh, cool, clean feeling of summer anytime with Summer's Eve.
It's clean, fresh feeling, keeps the good times on my mind. Summer's eve brings back freshness anytime.
Look how
Stinky
happy
gash.
Look how happy she is when her cooter smells fresh.
Yeah.
Say silly things like,
jam that
sorry.
shit in there and just plunge it up. It's not good for women to do that. It fucks up their pH, actually. It makes it worse.
Yeah. Also, they would have car commercials. And tell me if this car commercial, do you think that this car commercial would make it now?
Okay.
It's very clever how your new V6 Pontiac Grand Prix Brougham gets a better EPA mileage rating than our Datsun 280ZX for a price that's over $1,600 less. But how can your Grand Prix seat 6 people so comfortably and still get a better mileage rating? Pontiac must have something we don't know how.
In English, please.
Oh my god! It was just sort of like bing bong.
Oh, you
how did Pontiac do that? Pontiac sucks. I tell you, those things are a piece of shit. It's very pretty, but I would have taken a Datsun any day.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'd have paid the extra grand for the Datsun, I'll tell you that.
Damn right.
now.
Those were cute. They were
Yes.
so zippy.
Hold on one second. Okay, here we go.
I love old car commercials. We
Yeah.
should do a bit on that.
Well, we could.
No.
Where is it? Okay, here's the one I think I was talking about before. This is when women realize something that it escaped them all this time, and then all of a sudden, like a light bulb goes off.
As it does.
As it does.
Crazy, but I think that men actually mean what they say. Like, no hidden message, no secret meaning, no emotional code to crack, just yes, no, up, down. But 9 times out of 10, I interpret it way differently. He says I'm tired. What I hear is tired of me, of this relationship, of life. Maybe I'm too much. Is he gonna leave? Like, should I back off? But the reality is, he just yawned. He says, oh, I didn't notice. He doesn't pay attention, doesn't care. He didn't notice the thing I changed. Clearly, he doesn't value me. He really actually didn't even notice. His brain didn't register it. He says, I'm not hungry. He doesn't like my cooking. He's mad. He ate somewhere else. He must be hiding something. Why isn't he hungry? What did I do? Actually, it's because he had 2 burritos from the gas station at 4 p.m. They say it's blue. We're like, but what does that mean? Is it sad? Is it deep? Is it about me? No, it's just blue.
You're just a woman with a small brain.
I might be guilty of that a little bit. But yeah. We can't. I think we are programmed to overthink a bit.
I know.
Sometimes you men are so simple. It's just it doesn't make sense.
Well, then I'll say something about like a woman or something, and then and then immediately, it's not about all women. It's like about some women, and
Right.
usually listen.
I try.
If I was going to say do something that was you, I wouldn't put it in here because I know how you get. I wouldn't do that.
I do think. Well, okay. So you say how I get. So let's
Yes.
talk about that. Okay. No, I'm not yelling.
I know.
I do. I think I have good conversation with you. I don't
No,
think
no,
I
you
react
do.
to you on here. Yes, but if we've ever had concerns, and a few weeks back there was concerns. But there
Just-
was a discussion. I
Fuck
didn't
you.
call you up screaming. I didn't cry. I didn't stomp around. I was unhappy, and you clearly knew it. And I made my point known, but I don't think I reacted improperly. So I try, because I understand the way I feel and react sometimes doesn't. So I try to channel that.
Women are creatures of emotion, not logic.
We are wired that way.
I get
We
it.
are emotional creatures. There's a reason you like us. So you men in general. So
Some women.
well, some are better than others.
But then other women, they got to go out and they got to kill your buzz. You know what I mean?
Well, they fuck it up for everybody. So I mean, we got to deal with those women too. That sucks because those are the women that you put up on here, and then I go, we're not all like that.
I know.
No,
I
that's
know
my
that.
but that's
I
my
know.
point. So you keep
Right.
using those women as examples. I was like, there are some not crazy women.
Yeah, but I'm really interested in the crazy ones.
You do. You are. That's like
Okay.
red flag. That's my girl.
All right. Here we go.
All right, let's find one.
This lady here, I'm like, what are you doing? Shut up.
It is estimated that around 82 million American men subscribe to OF. They're
Already, I want to put my foot in her face.
Oh, I'm telling you right now, her voice is so sexy. I don't know about anybody else, but I love that husky.
That's not husky.
It's husky.
I got bronchitis.
Yeah, that's husky. This
I love-
chick is whiny. She's
So,
whiny. That's an affectation right
Right.
there.
But here's the thing. We can't say OnlyFans and we can't say porn. I don't know
Say
why.
OF.
We can't OF. So she's going to say, and it means porn. Here we go.
There are 340 people in the United States.
She meant 340
How do you think
million.
that's husky?
You know
I
what?
have a
Maybe
huskier voice than that.
Maybe, you know what it is? Maybe it's like a baby voice.
It's whine. It's a baby.
No,
voice.
it's a baby voice is what it is.
Is that your thing? Ew.
I'm just saying. I don't hate it. I'm not going to tell you right now. I don't hate it.
So she's like, so daddy. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, daddy.
Okay.
Let me tell you, this broad can make a lot of money doing phone sex.
Right.
I'm telling you right now. Here we go.
That's terrible.
So that's about 50% of the male population in the United
You know something? You just gave me an idea. I've got enough audio of her right now. I might have to go over to 11 Labs, have her say some naughty things to us.
dirty things to
Some
you.
dirty things next week.
I'll play it for Jimmy. Between you and Jimmy, you'll have a field day.
I mean, you say that, her voice is annoying, but when I get done with her,
It's you don't need to care anymore.
especially, guys like Dean and Emma, they might be
Oh, nice.
gonna
You
mop
just-
up afterwards.
You just swooped them all up into it.
Yeah.
There's some the tone of her voice. I don't like women that speak like babies. That's a me
baby.
thing. I think.
What do you
it's-
say you ride me?
Oh, I definitely
See?
don't want to hear that voice. That's a nightmare. That's the stuff of nightmares. But what I'm saying is her. Yeah, you guys like that? Like,
Well, I mean, you say stuff like that, but then I hear.
I can't pay for my pizza. Yeah, yeah, but I don't sound like a baby.
do I do?
Yeah, but I don't sound like a baby. So, do you prefer, in general, would men prefer that or this?
Well, I'm just saying, there's sexy talk.
And there's that. Yeah. Okay.
Right. I don't have enough. Like, Mike has some Duchess sexy drops there.
Well, I do that on purpose. Like that's.
I understand that, but that's a little bit of a coy way of doing things.
Yeah, but that's not baby talk.
You sure? I mean, I don't know.
I don't think that's a baby talk at all.
it's
What
a
she's
come
doing is-
hither talk.
Scold me, daddy.
See?
Yeah, but that's
That's not baby talk?
No.
Okay.
I don't think it's baby making talk maybe, but it's not baby talk.
Oh, it's definitely baby making talk. That I'll give you. That I'll give you.
That's intentional, but I don't know. I don't think I speak like that all the time. That
Okay.
Daddy
likes it hot.
But
That
she's-
does like it hot.
Sounds like she's. This
Is her actual speaking voice. I'm like,
That's
stop
terrible.
putting this on.
Yeah.
This isn't an effect. This is her speaking voice.
States. And
It's nasally. That's what it is. It's nasally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. She's got adenoid problems, I think.
All right. Well, I see Dean in the comments. Do you like this? Is that keep playing it?
of that 82 million, 90% of them are married. So that means that the majority of men that are subscribing to these accounts are married men. And I've said this before, I'll say it again. OF, that website, it is actually worse than old school. It is worse than traditional.
Porn.
Traditional, and that's a weird thing to put together, but you pick up what I'm putting down. So, yeah, that's the state of affairs that we're living in. And the reason I say it's worse than traditional is because these sites, these subscriptions, what they're selling are parasocial relationships. They're essentially selling, and a lot of these pages are designed to be almost like behind the scenes. Oh, this is me in my bedroom, and then you message back and forth. So, ladies, I think you need to be talking to your husbands.
Shut up! Listen, I'm going to tell you something.
She still has more to talk about? You're only halfway through this?
All right, but here's the thing. Why do you think that they're going to OnlyFans?
I don't know. Maybe that woman ain't talking like her.
No, because they're not getting what they need from home. That's the issue.
Maybe.
You can call us at 1-800-SPANK-ME.
Right?
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Father Dan Raheel on the Sean Ryan podcast said, "We live in the most evil generation since the beginning of mankind," and he.
I don't know about that. I mean, if you go back into,
it's hard to take her seriously. When you
I mean, they would just kill. I mean, right now, I think it's more civilized. Not the most civilized. I think we were more civilized in the 50s.
Specifically brought up this industry that the biggest export is Los Angeles, the largest consumer is the United States. Look up Deuteronomy 28:43 through 45, and the meaning behind this was basically the big guy's punishment to a land which turned their back on him, and it said.
Okay, all right, I got it.
All right, she's quoting Bible.
She's quoting
on
Bible.
Instagram or Snapchat or wherever the fuck she is. So,
Right.
like, if you can't have a discussion and you're like, and then Deuteronomy says, no, stop. Stop.
Right.
Just be like, look, I hope my man doesn't do this. Maybe you say that. You're not policing the whole world, honey.
No, I get that. But, see, the problem is we need to go back to when women were good wives.
Put something decorative in your hair, like a ribbon. Your goal is to try to make sure your home is a place of peace, order, and tranquility, where your husband can renew himself in body and spirit. Prepare yourself. Take 15 minutes to rest so you'll be refreshed when he arrives. Touch up your makeup. Put something decorative in your hair, like a ribbon or a flower. Be happy to see him. Greet him with a warm smile and show sincerity in your desire to please him. Speak in a low, soothing, and pleasant voice. Make the evening his. Never complain if he comes home late or goes out to dinner without you. Instead, try to understand his world of strain and pressure and his need to relax. Don't ask questions about his actions or question his judgment or integrity. Remember, he is the master of the house, and as such will always exercise his will with fairness and truthfulness. You have no right to question him. Listen to him. You may have a dozen important things to tell him, but the moment of his arrival is not the time. Let him talk first. Remember, his topics of conversation are more important than yours.
Oh my God.
Remember, a good wife always knows her place.
Shut up,
bitch! Who fixed me turkey pot pie?
Is it that hard?
Oh no. Oh, no. Let's try that. See how that works out.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I tried. It's got to the. His words are so much more important. I'm like, oh my God.
I fucked up. I should have had it where I had you like we do with Trump tweets. I would love to see the eye rolls. Yeah, the split screen with me out of it. That would have been perfect. I missed an opportunity there. My bad.
Wow.
My bad.
I'm sure you'll find another opportunity. I'm sure they'll be in. Well, if we do more of these video bits, honestly, I'd love to do a commercial one. I think that
we could do commercial ones.
Yeah.
All right. Find your favorite commercials. We'll do them.
We'll do. You know what we'll do it, and we'll put it like that one can go like straight to Rumble, because YouTube will strike the music out.
Oh, that's right.
So we'll do that. So we'll make that a Rumble special.
I can turn it off where everybody has to go to Rumble. I can turn each one of these Rumble and also X, but they wouldn't have a problem with it. Facebook, YouTube,
Yeah. They
Twitch.
stop it. They pause it as soon as they hear the copyright music. They're like, boop, and it's
You
done.
know what they are. But- all right, Duchess. That's all I got
Well,
for tonight.
That was fun.
That's not bad for a 24-hour 48-hour turnaround,
No,
is it?
I thought it was good. I tried to come up with some stories that I thought would be fun. So
All right.
I thought we had a few.
Yes. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. I mean, our viewer count was down tonight. I was a little
I think
disappointed about
we're
that.
off a night, so I think that.
Oh, it's Wednesday. Well,
It's
this
Wednesday.
Is, so
Sorry,
it's
folks.
Your fault.
Well, we had like Joaquin was in, and that
We missed Sparky Toaster. Sparky Toaster is going to be here tomorrow at
I know.
6:30.
Poor
He's
Sparky
going to be
will
waiting
be
for
here like, what's up? We did
What
say
happened?
it was Wednesday, but people work at things.
I know.
I apologize. My bad.
All right. Now, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I was going to end the show
Okay.
and then have you read
Mm-hmm.
the outro that we're going to make up.
All right.
Or we could have you do it now
Oh, okay.
and people could watch.
Okay. We could do that too.
All right, because we're gonna so what's going to happen is there's going to be direction. Because what I'm going to need you to do is read it line at a time,
Okay.
and you might have to read it again. But I need you up on the mic, nice and loud,
Mhm.
into the microphone.
Okay.
So do you have it?
I do.
All right, so you
I
have
am
it.
prepared.
Look at you. You're
I try.
all right. So what? I'm just going to say that listening to Mike from WFOD podcast, I love the way he produces some of his stuff, and he has because we just go good night, and I put up a thing, and then it's just Duchess saying goodbye, and then laughing, and then Mike says,
"Sorry."
Right, but I want like a musical outro, and then and this is for the audio podcast. It could be for this one too. I don't know. We'll see. But I really want it for the audio podcast.
Oh, well, it makes sense, and it's just one of those. It reinforces folks to. It just reminds them, hey, we do this, we have this. Follow us here, go there. That kind of stuff.
All right.
All right.
All right. So you ready for take
I
one?
I am ready.
All right, hang on.
you
Let
want
me
me
make
to
a,
just
I'm going to make a
individually
marker.
line by line, right?
Yes, I'm going to make a
Okay.
marker here so I can know where this is at.
So everybody's gonna watch how the sausage is made.
Going to see how the sausage is made.
Lucky you guys.
All right.
Okay. Thank you for listening to this episode of The Boomer Bunker. We'd love for you to become a bunker dweller and join us live.
All right. Hang on. I need some more oomph. I need
Some
more
more
oomph.
oomph? Okay.
Yeah. All right. So it's more like, thank you for listening to the. See, now I'm fucking up.
Just like that?
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Boomer Bunker. We'd love you to come be fucker. This is why you're doing it, not me. But do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
All right,
yeah.
good. Please don't make me
well,
give-
No, you said you wanted me to read it line by line, so
No, I know that.
Okay.
No,
All right.
that's great, but I need to. I don't want it to be like.
So just read a line. Like
Thank you
pause
for
a moment.
listening to this
Oh, okay.
episode of the Boomer Bunker.
All right.
We'd love to have you become a
Oh,
Boomer
I didn't
dweller.
think it sounded
and
that bad, but okay. A little more excitement. I got you.
more. There you go.
All right, we ready? Okay. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Boomer Bunker. We'd love for you to join us and now you got me thinking about it.
Pretty good guys, but it could use a little more cowbell.
That's what we get. All right.
Oh.
Motors-
Wait,
Is
let
he
the
gone?
asshole in the motorcycle go by.
All right. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Boomer Bunker. We'd love for you to become a bunker dweller and join us live. Catch our live streams every Monday and Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Rumble, and X. If you've just found us, be sure to follow or subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcast apps so you never miss a new episode. And hey, while you're there, do us a solid. Share the show, tell a friend, and leave a review. It really helps. We'd love to hear from you. For show updates, shenanigans, and general tomfoolery, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, and Rumble. All the links are in the show notes, or simply visit boomerbunker.com. Got something to say? Please shoot us an email at theboomerbunker@gmail.com or leave a voicemail at 477-1935.
Perfect.
That's quite a voice you've got there. You ever think about doing radio?
You know, it's so funny. When I first started doing this, I had always wanted to do voice work. So this is just fun for me.
I did too until I found out I had a fucking horrible South Jersey Delco accent.
Delco.
I sound like a douchebag. Apparently, I have the voice, but the accent's terrible.
The accent's tough. But you do monitor it. Like, so on occasion, I can hear you, you know, because especially when there's those specific words like wooder, you know, where you say, I've heard you go water. And I'm like,
I really
good
try.
job, John. Yay, he said water.
Water instead of wooder.
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 And hoogie. It's
Hoogie.
just something with the O sound.
Do I say hoagie, not hoogie?
No, there's a woman I know that's how it sounded. It was so strong. It just sounded like everything she said was like, hey, like it was just
right.
Like when Tina Fey like really puts it on, or
that
Philly
is
mom. It's a huge accent. Yeah.
Yeah. That if you go to Delco, that is the accent.
Yeah. Hey.
So
it's just funny.
You know, it was funny when I was growing up. The house next door, they built a brand new house next door, and the people that moved in were from South Philly.
Oh my God.
And the one girl had such a South Philly Delco accent. I thought she had a speech impediment. I was like, why does she talk like that?
God damn, she sounds funny.
And my mom's like, shut up. That's an accent. She has an accent. I said, she sounds retarded. It's back when you could
Like
say
she's
retarded.
from Delco. Whenever I cannot do that. I think some accents I can pick up. Someone would have to train me how to speak like that, which is insane.
Someone has to train me not to speak like that.
I know. I mean, I don't want to learn like that, but it's funny to hear people who are from there who have clearly turned it off, but can flip it back on. Like
my sister.
Yeah.
My sister moved down south in, I don't know, when she was 19.
Oh,
and then, but when she comes back up here,
right back on,
rolls right into it. Rolls
so
right back
easy.
into it.
Well,
So
because
it's kinda
she's busy being, I don't want to say being proper, but like speaking down south, you know, speaking more southerny.
Yeah. Oh, I get it.
And it's easy to slip into it, but it's so fun to come back. You know,
I you know, first I was trying to not speak like this. Now I'm just fuck
roll
it.
with it. That's your thing.
I'm just going to just lean
John
into
Domingo, the best kept secret.
the best kept secret in broadcasting.
I can't wait till we do the bunker trivia questions. Let me tell you.
Alrighty.
I'm so excited.
We'll probably do that Monday.
Okay.
We'll make it a segment. I was a little nervous because I wasn't sure how long. The 70s and 80s things went longer than I thought it would.
Yeah,
but you know what? The chat was into it.
It was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, these are 1, 2, 3, 4. Each card has 6 questions. So we could do a couple of questions or we could do just all of them.
Okay.
This should be easy. Should be. It's the
All right,
general
you know
trivia.
what? Give me one now. You got a card? Pull a card.
Okay.
Let's do one.
Pick a card, any card.
Pick a card, any card.
All right. I will pick a card. Of course, now you asked me to pick a card. All right. Boop, boop, boop. All right. So this category, oh God, I can't read it. What nation, the second largest in the world, claims the second tallest mountain in North America?
It's got to be, wait a minute. What mountain or what country?
Okay, it's going to ask for a country. It's the second largest in the world, claims the second tallest mountain in North America.
It's got to be
Correct.
I was going to say, because the second largest
Yep.
country in North America is Canada.
Yep.
There's only 3, Mexico, Canada, and the United States. And
Yep. It's Mount Logan is edged out by Denali by just 771 feet.
okay, maybe some Chinese kid can go up there and get trapped and have to go rescue him twice.
Okay, what animated character is also known as Accelerate Incredibilis, Burnhamupsis Asphaltus, and Speedypuss Rex?
That would be the Roadrunner.
You are correct.
Look at me.
All right.
Just a wealth of useless knowledge.
Doing good. You're better than the other one.
Mhm.
All right. I have to read these like over my glasses. Jelly Belly introduced its blueberry flavor, especially for the inauguration of what president?
Blueberry.
That's
Well, blueberries are New Jersey's like the blueberry capital of the world.
correct. It's not
I
the
can't-
flavor that's the hint.
Oh, it's the blue. Say it again. Read the question again then.
Jelly Belly introduced its blueberry flavor, especially for the inauguration of what president? What is Jelly Belly? What do they make?
Jelly bean. Oh, Ronald Reagan.
Very good. Dean had it
Okay.
too. All right. So, okay. For which 2014 drama featuring Steve Carell as John DuPont did director Bennett Miller win Best Director Prize at the Cannes Film Festival? It's looking for a movie title.
Would this be the 40-Year-Old Virgin?
It would not. It's a 2014 drama.
I wouldn't even know.
Okay.
I didn't even know he did dramas.
Yeah.
I thought he did all comedy.
Yeah, it's called Foxcatcher, but I don't know.
I never would have got that. Jesus Christ. Wasn't ready for that one, Mike. You got me.
Okay. What fruit
I
was...
can't wait to go back and see how I fucking jumped. It was like I got shocked.
Did you buzz his seat?
I leaned down like this and it went through my ears like a fucking bolt of lightning.
I thought
I'm
that
sorry.
was you until you reacted.
No.
I thought that was funny.
That was Mike.
Thank
like
you, Mike.
Classic.
Okay, two more. What fruit was once called a Persian apple?
A pear.
No.
Fuck. Right. Kumquat?
No.
I have no idea.
A peach. It says,
Peach?
although native to China, peaches originally came to Europe from Persia.
Really?
That's
You know who has some of the
That's what
best
they
peaches in the world? You know who has some of the best peaches in the world? South Jersey. Fucking right.
Fucking A.
Fucking A right. We got better peaches than them Chinese people.
Persians.
Whatever.
Until Michael Phelps broke it 36 years later, who held the record for most gold medals in a single Olympics?
That would be 1976, Mark Spitz.
Very good, Mr. Domingo. So 4 out of 6.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah.
So
Didn't get the movie one, and I didn't get the peach. My ex had a rotten peach. Jesus. All
well,
right.
I have this many. So there's
Oh,
a
my
lot of
God.
There's a lot of questions.
Okay.
So
Well, we can do that. We can do.
we could do one a game or one.
Yeah, we can do one.
We could do
All
whatever.
right. Sounds good. All right, Duchess, thank you so much. I'm getting
Thank
ready to
you.
go. Hey, listen, if you're here live and you want to see me make fun of some people, go over to the BYB podcast. He's over on YouTube, BYB
Oh.
podcast.
He's live
Jody
now.
B. Jody, I'll be there about 9 o'clock. I want to get some of the stuff done and
Okay.
get over there. So about 9 o'clock when Jody rolls in, I'll roll in and we'll give the quad father
Oh,
the
well,
business.
tell him I said hello.
No,
He
I
did
won't.
shout me out.
He did.
He did. The last time you were on, I commented, and he says, "Oh, it's the Duchess."
It's the Duchess. That's all
I
good.
know you have to pay to get a shout out, so I was very pleasantly surprised.
There you go. You're very easily surprised. Or
I am. Not as
satisfied.
much as you, apparently, when you hear buzzers.
Jesus, I'm telling you, I wasn't even ready for that. It came through so. After the first one, I was fine.
Yeah.
I was not ready for the first one. I can't wait to see that. Jesus Christ. All right, Duchess.
Thank you.
Say, wait a minute. Where am I? Here we
I
go.
don't know.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye,
See ya.
motherfuckers.